Hi everybody, this is Corey with Mighty Mushroom. Welcome you all to the wonderful chat. There's nobody in the video yet, so I will make a little time. And so tonight we're going to do a little haul video. Today I picked some of these crazy Team Nike hats. They're made in the Dominican Republic. I don't exactly know what year they're from because they don't have any identifying marks for year. But what we can figure out is when this hat was made in the Dominican Republic, so we can kind of figure out when they started making products in the Dominican Republic. This is weird because it's a happened a phone. So, everybody, welcome to the chat. What's up, dude? Here is the link. Let me give you the link. This is just going to be a whole open forum tonight, so just come in, jump in, hang out. I'll do a haul, and you'll probably benefit pretty greatly from this, my friend Elliot. We're going to talk about the Starbucks logo. We're going to talk about some other stuff. I'm going to go live on Instagram here so that we can get some other on, get some people viewing, get some comments going. I tried to get some of the things we were talking about before going, but I was too busy, Elliot. I'm sorry. I need your help. Elliot, I need your help. Help me, Elliot. Help me. So we're going to talk about a haul that came from 2 estate sales today. Usually I have some nice chill music in the background, which I forgot to load because I'm dumb. So just bear with me for 1 second, please. Chill music. What's up, Kayla? Do you want to see? I'm going to go through a haul video. What's up, Krillin? I'm going to go through a haul video. Put some down on, and we are going to do this thing. So I'm going to go through all this stuff I found today, you guys. This isn't my favorite one. My favorite one I can't find right now, but that's what happens. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, all time. Okay. I get somebody else's chat in here. These crazy, these live or like hip hop rooms and stuff have become like these weird multi-dimensional chat rooms. This Google Hangout. Hey guy, what's up, dude?
Good evening. How's my sound?
Your sound's great.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do a little intro, and it's really hard to kind of get things centered when you're not looking at yourself. So I'm going to try to do these things at the same time. So this is a pre-1992 Starbucks mug. Oh, I like the kind of the scientific side of things. So I'm going to kind of go with you guys and show you. Am I screen sharing right now? Can you see? No, you're not screen sharing. Okay. So I'm going to screen share, and we're going to go through some weirdness here. There we go. Can everybody see that graphic pretty well? So Starbucks started selling coffee in 1971. If you find this 1971 to 1987, I've never found a mug with the original logo. It's brown instead of green, and the mermaid has boobies and still the 2 tails. And you can see the evolution of the logo here. So in 1987, they started using.
I love your infographic. I'm glad to see you prepared with the PowerPoint presentation on the history of the Starbucks logo for tonight's show.
Well, dude, it can make you money, unless you're you. So if you can see me, I don't know if you can see me. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you see this mug? I can just see you though.
Yeah,
I don't see myself.
Not yet.
Anyway, so I'll come back to this in a second. So in 1971, they started selling coffee in Pike Place, which isn't that long ago. In 1987, they start this. I have this mug in my hand, and I'll show you this. So you can see how the 2 tails are.
Original Starbucks logo before. That's not it.
Oh,
the original one.
I'll throw it up there.
Yeah,
I'll throw it
pull
back
that
up there. So
graphic back up
this
for
is
for
this is
our
a
in-house
graphic. Well,
audience.
this is a logo from 87 to 90. So it's pre 1992. There's no production date on it, and there's no production code or production country. So this is probably made in the United States, and this might have been used at one of the early Starbucks, to serve coffee in
Right,
before
like
the paper cup.
when you go there, they fill it up
So
for you, you drink it.
it's a pretty sweet relic. I'm gonna go back to screen sharing so you guys can see the. There we go. Okay. So you can see. So when you see something that has the swooping horseshoe tail like that, you know it's pre 1992.
Okay.
Then in
Let's
1992,
pause for a moment and reflect on the logo from 1971. I didn't realize that they were a spice company.
absolutely.
What sort of spices were they endeavoring?
Dimethyltryptamine, the true spice. The spice of the spices.
The only
No, they
spice
sold
with spicing. Yep.
cardamom and teas and like spices to make teas and then some rare spices. So they kind of saw themselves as generally a trading company. They were in Pike's Place, which was a farmer's market and just a trading house. If you go there today, you can see this same atmosphere that really drove Starbucks to its current greatness. But yeah, you can see the evolution. That first logo is pretty crazy, and they're probably repopping that logo now. You probably find stuff with brown logos, but you'll notice like it's going to be enamel, it's going to be period. And I've never seen anything that's pre 1987. I've never found a pre 1987 Starbucks piece. You're going to see a lot of Starbucks stuff that's really, really, really Pike Place, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm not from Seattle, Kayla. Pike Place. Did I say Pike's Place? Like, listen, I'm drinking wine. It's in my hand. And so Kayla probably knows more about Starbucks than I do, but so yeah, they were just a small trading company in Pike Place. And then they started to expand and they got this crazy corporate logo. You can see the evolution between the horseshoe shape and then just abandoning the horseshoe shape and then abandoning the word Starbucks altogether. So at like 40 years, they started this weird single color green logo. I'm going to stop screen sharing and kind of show you. You can see, you can do the comparison. And I wish I had a newer piece here, but I generally don't like buy that type of newer piece lately. Trying to get more on the vintage side of things. Guy, comments, questions, concerns?
Yes, I'm just getting settled in for the evening. I just wanted to share this with you.
Oh yes, that's the shirt you stole from me. Oh, dude! Show him the guy on the bamboo BMX. That's a Pat Aloha. So this is a 1980s Pat Aloha shirt or Patagonia Aloha shirt, and the subject matter is amazing. The artist is a pretty famous Hawaiian artist. I can't remember his name. Is like, I can't remember, but yeah, like he does. He's done some collabs with other brands too, and they go really high. That shirt. I'm pretty sure all day 120. I'm pretty sure.
I went to a music concert last night, and the proliferation of Hawaiian shirts amongst the youth was quite phenomenal. That is an establishment of sorts.
It's the kind of place that, the lights are all red for some reason, I believe. They say you can buy anything if you have the right amount of money. I believe that this is one of those establishments. So it's the Mustang Ranch in it's outside of
I'd imagine
Las Vegas, I think, right?
Somewhere within the vast waste.
The vast wastelands of outer Las Vegas. So this is a Mustang Ranch mug. I don't know if this was sold as a souvenir or actually like somebody drank coffee out of that. We have Neo in the house. Everyone, I want to introduce Neo.
You see,
Anderson.
I don't really find they're very matrixy. I feel like even though they're not quite octagonal, they kind of remind me octagonal. They remind me of the glasses worn by Emil Locke, the fictional villain from For Your Eyes Only. One of the
Emil Locke?
yeah, he's a Bond villain. You know, they always have a penchant for unusual accessories.
A penchant for unusual accessories. That sounds like me. As noticed by my hat.
What team are you on, Sir Corey?
I am on Team Nike. I got 24 of these today. These are sick. Check this out. So they're actually it's really weird because they're not made by Nike. Yupong is a Korean manufacturer of hats. And yeah, so these are, but they're made in the Dominican Republic, which is really weird. So it's a Korean hat that says Nike on it. That's made in the Dominican Republic. So
suits
I think Kayla thinks either your shirt is awful or these hats are awful. But I don't know what she's talking about. Or this mug is awful. This mug is like depleted uranium. It weighs like 6 pounds. I don't know what it's made of. Heaviest mug I've ever felt.
You should hold the Geiger up to it and see what happens.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, I sold my last Geiger counter, so I don't have one on. I don't have one in stock. Generally, I will have one just to have a Geiger counter like up for sale, but like they sell sometimes, you know. So then you lose your Geiger counter because it's for sale.
Right. So you need to find another one. You need to get one to just hang on to.
Why? It's like, well, everybody, we're gonna have a picnic. Let's pull out the Geiger counter. Let's see if this Fiesta ware is radioactive. Oh, it is.
Well, you know, from a product safety liability standpoint, when someone's drinking depleted uranium coffee,
most glazes are radioactive. So you know, uranium oxide was used to make tons of glazes back in the day, and all kinds of like radioactive strontium and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's, you know, tons of, if you hold a Geiger counter to anything that's glazed before 1975, it's gonna light up. It is. Yeah. It sounds like popcorn.
That's gonna be my next home improvement activity. I'm gonna walk around the house with a Geiger.
Kayla says your glasses are awful, and that's true. Can you tell us what brand those are, and tell us a little bit about those?
So they are awful, but they're unique in a way. They're Taiwan Rock, ROC. Seen this, I don't know, go for 20 or 30. Similar
style.
You know
what ROC stands for, you big donkey?
What's that?
ROC stands for?
Something of conception, I believe.
No, Republic of China, you monkey.
No, it doesn't have the decimals between here. I mean the punctuation. But yeah, that would make sense. Even though
yeah, because China is not part. Even though China is, I mean, Taiwan is free China. So you'll see like it's like a blue flag with like this red patch and stuff. They don't consider themselves part of mainland Maoist China.
Yes, I found that out in an interesting way one time at a Hooters trivia night with with my friend who was from the mainland China, who came to us to Hooters trivia. This is about 10 years ago, and I don't forget the question was, what are the 3 largest countries by land mass in terms of square miles?
Okay.
And okay, so this guy's mainland China. He's a PhD student in chemistry at the same school I'm going to. Vehemently saying, you know, Canada, Russia, China's number 3. China's number 3. I'm like, well, dude, you know, I think maybe the U.S. is pretty big too. And he's like, no. So anyway, the answer for the question was the U.S. So we had put China because I followed his lead, and he was wrong. So this guy got so pissed off, he actually drove to a Starbucks where he could get wireless internet. At the time, this was like, you know, 10 years ago, and pulled up the CIA fact page that says that China's actually larger, but we don't recognize Taiwan as a part of China, so the U.S. therefore trumps them.
That sounds like something I would do.
Well, this was for a free pitcher of beer, so you know
I would do that for a free pitcher of beer.
It was, the juice was worth the squeeze. We got our free pitcher, so that's the abbreviated version of the story.
The rubby.
So we're not gonna digress into a free Taiwan.
I agree with Kayla at Hazelheart's Vintage that your glasses are terrible. So they're just like generic Chinese glasses.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
My wife is messaging me right
oh
now, so
yeah,
I'm
so
going to
is
figure
mine.
this out. Talk to us about something else while I'm messaging my wife.
So I picked up this headset today for $1. How's the audio?
Your audio is great. Talk. I'll be right back
All
in just
right,
1 second.
sure thing. Wait, switching screens here. All right.
Did you leave too? Oh, geez. Everything's going crazy. I'm gonna have to pardon everybody's forgiveness for 1 second. Give me 1 second, and we're gonna go into some a vintage Nike haul.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you're back.
I was
Okay.
going to double down on the horrible glasses here.
Amazing. Keep talking and tell us about something.
Okay, so speaking of glasses,
I can fix the situation here real quick. So.
I found a sweet pair of gargoyles that were Terminator style from T1 from 1985, and I don't have them with me right now. I was going to wear those tonight. Maybe I'll wear it on another occasion. These are solar shields, which are probably a dime a dozen. I think were popularized by Zach Galifianakis in the Hangover 2, which kind of ruined them. But they're pretty good at blocking out the peripheral sun. They are quite unfashionable. And all right, you want to paint something?
No. My child needs some milk, so I gotta do that. So we're warming up some old milk here.
Okay. I can see what I'm doing again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get back into what we got today. I picked up a set of these. This is it's Japan. It's Japan cutlery, LC Germain. Usually it's made in Germany, but this is a Japanese. It is lifetime cutlery, and usually like this, when you're looking at knives, you really want to get that full tang. So that's when the blade, the hilt of the blade goes all the way to the end, the metal goes all the way to the end. So generally, if it's full tang, it's pretty good quality. So we got 5 pieces. Ebony wood handles. These are the old versions, but for some reason they're made in Japan, but that's okay. They're in excellent condition. All full tang, 3 rivet, ebony wood, superior quality, and just it's so sharp with the original block. So it's got kind of a dynamic looking little, it's got really a sleek compact block, which really makes it desirable for modern kitchens.
Yeah, not this giant bulky thing that takes up half the countertop.
And I put the approximate value of each knife to be around 18, something like that, And what's really cool is they actually have a serving fork in there too. So you have 4 knives and a serving fork, really, really high quality stainless. $9, and I'm looking at 80. This set will probably sell for 85.
Good set.
It's a great set, $9, great value. You got something else you want to show?
Not handy. I'm still unloading the car from the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through this haul. These all come from the same sale. If you find older, like Oktoberfest kind of stuff. Oh, the music's way too loud. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. Sorry. It's probably. I don't have my headphones on right now, but I'll put them back on. Where do we go?
Let me see if I can grab some.
Hello, my friend. Let me get Dr. Elliott, how are you today?
I am well, sir. How are you? The music is way too loud, says Kayla.
Yeah, I saw Kayla say, is it still too loud, Elliott?
Yeah, it's a little loud. A little loud.
It would take a sec for the delay, I think. But better now?
Better.
Yes, no?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it kind of, it's all right.
Is it very distracting?
It's not really clear.
Got it. Oh my gosh, we have Hayla. We have Kayla in the chat.
What's up?
Hello, everyone.
Kayla, your hair looks really good. I really like it.
So
next, moving right along. If you can get these, so what you'll find is some of this old German stuff. It's salt glaze. You're looking for salt glaze. This is from the Lowenbau house. I'm putting this in the late 70s, early 80s. You can pick these up for a couple bucks. They do pretty well around 40. It sounds ridiculous, but they really do sell in that range. So we got two today. One's Lowenbau and one's Pollenau. The Pollenau is a little bit later, but it's Munich, so I really like it. Cheers, paching, pachong, paching, chingy.
Cheers.
Pachingy, chingy, chingy. What are you doing, Elliott?
I'm sewing a sleeping bag.
You're sewing a sleeping bag. That sounds really, really.
Because I'm going on I backpack quite a bit, and I sleep in a hammock. Okay. So I'm sewing, like, I basically just cut a hole in one side of the sleeping bag, sew it up so it's nice and clean, and then cut a hole in the other side, and then I can literally feed the hammock through the sleeping bag. It makes like a cocoon, which is, it definitely helps. Sleeping in a hammock in cold weather can suck pretty bad. So the cocoon method tends to be the warmest method. So I'm sewing.
What's even warmer though is sleeping inside somewhere.
Yeah, but that's not safe. You know, that's not comfortable. It's all those things. You know, I prefer to wake up with a crick in my back.
Ooh, sounds lovely.
Stumbling through the woods trying to find a place to take a dump. You know,
that sounds really relaxing.
It is relaxing. It's cathartic.
That's what I live for. So, yeah. So I'm going next weekend. Me and my friend are doing just a quick overnight, maybe like a 3 miles in, 3 miles out, and then 2 weeks from then we do every year we go out to the Superstition Mountains and do a 3-day trip and basically have Thanksgiving out there. People hike in a turkey, stuffing, potatoes. Like, we have the whole spread out in the middle of nowhere. It's about 10-mile hike in. So it's a lot of fun. It's cool. Everybody brings a big jug of whiskey and we just get drunk and eat turkey in the woods. But
Yeah,
hey, you know,
lovely.
strokes for different folks, right?
I was gonna say everyone has a different idea of fun.
That sounds like a pretty good trip.
It's a great trip. This is our 4th year doing it. So
Okay.
I'm amped up to go, and I'm prepping all my gear. So basically, this is just putting a butthole in my in my sleeping bag.
It looks reminiscent of.
Anyways,
That's really mature. That's really mature of you, Elliott.
I know. You need maturity. I'm your guy.
Modern maturity from your friend.
Yeah, my needle's gone, so I'm going to stab myself.
Exchange. Kayla, there's an estate sale tomorrow, and specifically in the listing, they're like 40s, 50s, 60s women's vintage clothing. I'm going to the sale.
Oh, bless your heart.
Well, actually, bless your heart, because maybe. Because you're coming in a month. You're coming in December anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe like there's some styles or maybe there's some stuff in there that like. Is there like a style that I should be buying, or is there something? I don't even know. I don't know anything about the stuff, but
is there any pictures in the sale?
Yeah, let me. I'll
send it to me in DM or something.
I'll send it to you on
I
Instagram.
can tell you what's popping right now in the world of vintage.
I don't even want to make money on this stuff, but if there's some stuff in there that you want, maybe I can pick it up for you.
Well, the
You
nice
can
thing
pay me
about
whatever.
vintage is like the stuff doesn't go out of style. Like it's it's been good for so long. Like I usually look for like if you see like crazy colors, like crazy psychedelic hippie.
I've got some crazy psychedelic
That's good.
stuff I'm gonna show you. I don't know if it's up for sale yet.
But yeah, I've got some. I can give you some pointers on what's good and what's not.
Okay.
That was cute. We all
It's
saw
cool.
that. That was cute.
What?
Did you just give your wife a kissy face? That was cute.
Well, I'm gonna take care of the wife. A happy wife is a happy life.
True story.
Okay. Let me
What's a happy
messaging
wife? Is there anything that rhymes with happy husband?
A happy wife equals a happy husband.
A happy husband is a happy grusband.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
Hated it. Dishes are done, man. The dishes are done, man. I am. It's on a
Is that
stick.
from Adventures in Babysitting?
It's so. Maybe a better way is: are you on that like old like iMac or whatever you're sitting on? Go to estatesale-finder.com. This is a better way.
And I'm actually on my computer, so.
I see that. That way, I don't have to actually go through the effort of showing you something.
Okay, where am I? What am I looking for?
Hey,
So go to the clean sweep. Like scroll through until you get to the clean sweep. The clean sweep sale. I believe it's clean sweep.
Clean slate?
Clean sweep. There's clean sweep.
Oh, okay, I see. Clean sweep.
See the styles and stickers.
You froze. Oh, now you're not frozen. Okay.
I am. Yeah, there was a weird little thing going on. It's Karen Young.
It's not that. I mean, there's hunters out there, and we
see.
run into them and talk to them, but it's not that dangerous. We're like we camp out in like a wide open orchard that is frequented by campers and hikers, so we're not in any danger. But thank you for your concern. Okay.
Mark Swenson doesn't want you to get a cap busted in your ass.
Mark is concerned.
Really.
Where is he? Wisconsin. Yeah, we're in Arizona, so we're all right. I mean, there's plenty of hunters, but if somebody shoots me, it's because they don't like me. Not because they took me for a deer.
You kind of look like a deer sometimes. You're cute, cuddly.
Oh,
you love corn. I know that you love corn, so you have a lot in common with deer.
Oh my God, this sale looks so good.
Okay. Let's talk about it. So this is like the average Portland sale. I would consider this like extremely average.
But like, what are the prices like? That's the thing. Like,
so you were talking about bag issues. So Clean Sweep is my main company. I've probably spent this year. I've probably spent $10,000 with them this year.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'll just make bags and she'll just price them as bags.
Oh,
just like you were talking about the other day. So I have a really strong relationship with them. And she'll do full buyouts with me at the end. Like I can buy everything.
It looks like
cheap.
Lot of the
Very,
ladies'
very
clothing is like late 80s, early 90s, like
that's what I thought too.
Which
so
is
I thought that
appealing.
Exactly. It's not appealing to me either. But do you see in the description where it says ladies' clothing, including vintage clothing from the 50s, 60s, 70s, small and medium sizes?
Like that wedding
vintage
dress
kimonos?
That's displayed in one of the pictures is pretty nice, but I wouldn't pay a ton for it.
What's the expected value on that? I mean, what could you sell it for in 6 months?
It's not the most desirable style. It's probably like a $75 sale. I would think an easy 75. No, it's not
I could
bad.
probably pick that up for less than $12. I'm just basing on what
if it was around $10, I would grab it. Those lamps. The fucking lamps are so cool.
Those the in picture.
The like UFO style looking one. paper.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
See, I never pick stuff like that up because it's really hard to ship.
Yeah, I would only pick it up if I was gonna keep it myself. I would not try to ship that.
So, like, is that what you want for your Christmas present?
I don't have any room for more lamps at this point.
Exactly. So you don't want lamps. Did you see the nesting bowls? So there's something weird
The
about those
Pyrex
bowls.
bowls.
Do you see the pink one in there?
Yeah,
I
there's
never
only
see
one
that
pink
pink
one in there, and
Yeah.
unless it was in really good condition, I
mean, what if it was
wouldn't buy it for
$2?
just one. A whole
This
set?
estate sale
Sure.
company is cheap. The whole set she'll probably sell for 18 roughly.
Not worth it. Because it's like half a primary set and one pink bowl. That's
Yeah, I saw that pink bowl because that should be red, right?
yeah, that one I think should be red.
Yeah, but do you see behind there? It's hard to see. You see the red
It's a
bowl?
spring blossom.
No,
the
the
big
red
one.
bowl is there. It's just not. They didn't put it in the right set. Look, it's sitting
That's
behind
a flame.
the two.
I can see it. That's a flame glow bowl.
Okay. Okay.
Flame glow is orange on the bottom and red on the top.
Ooh.
And it also came in a set of 4.
Yeah.
And it's Pyrex, but the pattern is called Flame Glow. And then it looks like it has a gooseberry pink inside of it. The 2 small square refrigerator dishes, the clear ones, those I would probably grab. I don't think they're worth a
Let me go back to where we are here. I should probably be screen sharing this so people can see, but yeah.
She has a full set of the refrigerator dishes in the Verde color scheme.
Let me go back to the okay. Let's see. Okay.
So if you look at the bottom, there's
yeah.
that green rectangle.
Yes.
That one. And then you see the 2 yellow square ones.
Yeah.
Those.
See, I find those yellow square ones all the time.
But scroll up to the shelf, and do you see the yellow-green? Those 4 pieces are a set.
That's an odd color. Yeah, those are odd colors. Okay.
So the green, the 2 yellowish square ones, and then the rectangle square, that's a refrigerator set, and it's called Verde.
Got it.
And it's 3 green-hued colors. Those all go together. That's probably like $65 or so. I'm not that excited about it because I don't want to ship it. I don't want to ship Pyrex unless it's going to make me $100.
Yeah, I mean, I do sell individual bowl. If I pick up a bowl for like $1 or $2, I'll get like 27. But still, yeah, it's a lot of money to ship. I agree.
I think if that pink one is in excellent condition, I would buy it. If it doesn't have a bunch of flea bites and scratches, I would buy it. But only if it's cheap and like perfect.
Who's Cash Monkey? Hi, Cash Monkey. Cash Monkey just said hi like 87 times, so we should say hi back, right? Hi, Cash Monkey.
That's my son.
Your son called you bro?
Yeah.
That's so bro-y. That's like bro to bro. That's like B to B.
Yeah. He's hilarious. Everybody say hi to Cash. Hi, Cash.
Hi.
Cash. How old's Cash?
He is 8.
Oh.
And he's only up late because he's on vacation. He's not up this late.
I mean, I'm not judging you.
I feel your judgment.
I'm not judging you or Cash. So mixed into this clothing, there's obviously clothing from the 60s, mostly probably 70s, you know?
Yeah, I see a lot of 80s.
I see so much 80s. I thought the same exact thing. There is some weird labels mixed in, like you can see some
I saw some dead stock stuff, yeah.
Yeah, there looks. I didn't see anything dead stock. Your eye is better than mine.
The purses, I don't know. So I can't really tell, but there's some purses hanging up that look like they might
I kind of
be
look for exotic
interesting.
skins from that, like 70s, 80s exotic skin kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't really know enough about it to. Well, I'm gonna be in the first couple people who walk into this sale, just because of my relationship with the company. Jacob's actually coming with me tomorrow. He never comes
Go
first.
back to that big shelf full of chemicals.
What's up? Oh yeah, it's lovely. Let's go deeper into the tide.
Is that vintage Clorox? Oh
Here we
yeah.
go. Yes. Let's go. Let's screen share this.
Yeah.
There's some wet ones from 1992. There's a little bit of joy, but it's not. It's more like sadness.
Right.
bit of sadness. Then this 409 is more like 412.
That's all they see. What's that Miller turpentine on the bottom shelf? Miller.
Yep, there's Miller turpentine right there. And then
Some
these are all
vintage
solvents.
cleaning
You
products are
detail.
desirable, and you can sell them.
Texol, which makes me horny. There's Texol, which is
maybe time for your 8-year-old to stop watching now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I forget this is an adult show. Like,
it is an adult show.
I'm sorry.
You have an imposter.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. No, I should really think that like
he's heard much worse.
I'm sorry. Okay, good. I'm sorry.
I'm a little bit excited about that purse in one of the last pictures with the big blue flower on it.
Okay. When you say, yeah, so that looks like
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of funky.
It's got this. It's the felt, and it's really looks like it's in great condition. It's got those
like
nice
a
brass.
bag.
Yeah, with the brass and the pleather on there.
That's something I would inspect.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh man, look at the picture with the bar right where your mouse was. Scroll in on that and look at the wallpaper in the background.
Help me here.
Yes.
Oh, the bar there. You're so on. Golden Nugget Casino.
Oh my god!
Holy
look at that
shit.
wallpaper.
Do not tell any. So this is in the basement, almost 100%, right?
Yes.
So dude, that is from the Golden Nugget Casino. Do you see that shit?
Do you think so, or do you think they made it?
Yes.
It's taped
there's
up.
No way.
It's not wallpapered onto the wall. It's taped. You can see the tape.
The wallpaper itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from.
They have like a piece of it that's taped up. It looks like.
Yes, that is so sick. And the Golden Nugget, like original casino.
Do you see the sign hanging from the
ceiling? Yes. I saw that. I tried to keep it secret, but you totally blew it out. Thank you.
Well.
Okay. Do you think that sign is actually authentic, or do you think they just made it themselves and hung it up?
I don't find fake shit in Portland, dude. I think it's real. I really do. And since it has the Golden Nugget wallpaper in the back. Come on. Do you see those ashtrays that are stacked up? Like, let's get in here. Like, you see that?
Oh, those are those are vintage Golden Nugget ashtrays.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, this dude had something to do with the casino. Look, there's Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji.
Yeah, there's some exciting stuff at this sale.
Dude, I want this sign so bad. I'm going to this sale to get this sign. Hopefully, Jacob's not watching right now because he's going to the sale with me. And if he picks up that sign.
I'm also really digging the cigarette by the carton.
If you buy that sign, I'll be happy for you.
That old cigarette display.
I'm gonna fight you for it. Joe, I don't know about fighting Joe. I'll fight you though. Nicole, we can fight. I'm sure you'll kick my ass, but we can fight. I'm not fighting Joe though.
Oh, hi Nicole. I just parked back to the chat and saw you were here. Hi.
I kind of throw it up on the side, but yeah, you're not gonna get in before me, so.
Look at the cigarette display. Right there. That's really cool.
I know, but it's so big. It's huge. Do you see how big that thing is? Look at the size of the garbage can over there. This thing is like, it's like a warehouse unit.
Yeah. No, you'd need like an antique booth for something like that, but it's super cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I like the way it's made.
I just like vintage
what
advertising.
What makes me excited is like, you see this? This is what makes me excited.
You want to go dig through those boxes.
Yes. What are in these boxes? I'm going to show this. That's how you die. Nicole State says, where is that place? I hate going into houses. That's how you die? What does that mean? I mean, I think you're more likely to be poisoned at the bins than anywhere else. Like,
I think she's threatening you is what it is.
Like a little bit of State Sale, a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
She's threatening me? Are you threatening me? It didn't sound like a threat, but I generally I don't accept threats, so they're not threats until I accept them as threats. So they're just.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah, they're just bullshit. So yeah, so I actually went into a house in Northeast Portland with Guy, who was in the chat before, and he found a vial of mercury. It was about 50 milliliters of liquid mercury in a jar. And he was like turning around, he almost knocked it off the shelf. And we're like, dude, for real? Like you can't do that. Like you can't have a estate sale where you have a bunch of junk everywhere and mercury. Get the fuck out.
Krillin said you're more likely to be stabbed at the bins.
Yeah, if Nicole State is there, apparently.
Is Nicole going to carry a shank?
Kayla went to a sale with a dungeon, she said. I can believe it.
I did. Oh, I posted a picture of it. I was down in the basement, and there was all these like medical books, like real old, antique, not vintage, but real antique medical books. And I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I see this big wooden door, and it looks like it's to a dungeon. And I open it up, and it's a dark, like, hallway that leads into like a smaller room, and it was creepy. I was like, so here's where we die.
Disbelief.
This is where we die.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
But of course I went in there because I was like, what if there's good shit? Like,
doesn't this kind of look like a mushroom? This little sunset over here, like it's got like a little mushroom thing going on.
I think your eye is trained to see mushrooms.
Don't tell me about my eye. You tell me about my eye.
I see a vintage Roadrunner linens in the linen display. That's kind of cool.
Christ on a crumpet. You're so much better than I am. I want to be as good as you are. This is all junk. There's a composter. Look, I see a composter.
My favorite thing to do is play I Spy with estate sale pictures and zoom in on them and be like, what is that in the corner? I look for
hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I wish I had like artificial intelligence. Mostly what I buy is like vintage electronics from these sales, but there isn't a lot. So if this is new, if those are new, that sells the Champ version of the grill. This sells for about $50 on Amazon if it's new. It's a really fast seller.
Is this just one property?
This is all the same property, yeah. Wow. And this company they do about 52 weeks. I would say they do about 100 estate sales per year.
Wow.
They're pretty prolific, yeah. Check this out. Like, let's get in there. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that
this
kimono.
Is your old stuff. Yeah,
that kimono could be interesting if it's actually vintage.
It is. I mean, it has to be. Look how old this house is. There's nothing. Okay, this house is like a time capsule. Do you see anything that's past like the year 2002?
No, but that doesn't mean that it's good vintage.
Well,
are those glasses down at the bottom there? Or that jewelry case? Looks like there's a cool pair of glasses.
Let's try to. Oh, I can't get any. I can't.
No, that you can't zoom on that one. But those look like cool glasses. Like they could be Bakelite or something.
You see the burlesque picture here?
Yeah.
There's a little burlesque kind of picture.
I like that.
And then Nicole, this house has like 10% of what some of the houses in Portland and Beaverton have. This, for me, this is like a tiny bit of stuff. I see the vintage glasses you're talking about. There's like those Audrey Hepburn glasses at the bottom.
Yeah, they look like they could be Bakelite.
So next to it, so this bag of marbles, these are almost definitely acro agates, and some of these marbles are worth $15 to $50 a piece. This one here looks like an oxblood, and here there looks like another oxblood, and here it looks like there's another one. So marbles are crazy. This Utah, so some of these enameled belt buckles that say the state names can do really, really, really well too. Keys can be really awesome as well.
Well, keys are probably just people will buy those just to like decorate with, like with all the Pinteresty, crafty bullshit you can do these days.
Don't call it. Listen, our audience likes Pinterest, and you don't get to judge it that way. It's my channel, and if I want to judge it, I can, but you have to accept it. It's not your place.
I wasn't being mean about it.
It's not your place. It's not your place. It's not your place, Elliot.
Pinterest crafty bullshit.
Lovely to see you tonight, Elliot.
Excellent to see you too, sir. All the wonderful people in the chat. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. I'm coming out, so you better get this party started.
Oh,
what does that mean?
I'm coming up. I'm coming. Marbles and eggs. I don't know what that means.
He scoops the bottom of the bin, so like if he's either gonna get a handful of marbles or like a needle in the hand. scoop the edge of the bins for like $50.
Dude, I used to love the bins for like old electronical and salvage stuff, but they started to take that stuff out of there. So it's been really difficult for me to make money for my time at the bins. I'm just over it. This looks like, look at this. This is an old JVC receiver.
There you
So,
what is that next to that?
well, let's get real. Let's get real over here and look. I don't
Was
know.
was there a model number on it?
Some of the old JVC stuff goes for redonkulous money if I can spell. Receiver.
Receiver.
Yes. Receiver. Let's go with price per shipping, highest first. You can list your own urine on eBay for sale. So I don't think anybody's.
You cannot.
Sure you can. Urine sickles. Okay.
No.
I think the best older JVC stuff is this stuff where you have these boomboxy kind of things, but if it has the old JVC logo, like you can see, like it's in this era. So, but this is $70 shipping and $80. It's in the same kind of. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have the other one's cooler because it has a toggle switch. This is an RS7. I don't know. It's impossible. This is a much older unit. It's pretty cool. I like these old boxes of crap.
Box o' crap.
Box o' crap. I do think that there's got to be some good vintage pieces in here. I mean, this is all moo-moos.
Those look
And then
comfy.
I don't like fur particularly, so.
I got my first negative on eBay, guys.
I did too. The other day I fought it and they removed it.
I think I can fight this also.
You have eBay concierge?
She said the shoes did not fit. They run small, and the seller never stated that.
Okay, that's not your fault. First of all, they can't leave you negative feedback for that.
I don't think they can.
I'm gonna call and talk to. So I have a contact over in like seller resolutions, and if you can't get it resolved, like I will get it directly sent to him.
Yeah, I'll call them and
they want to know. They want to know. Their bureaucracy is so big that they can't figure things out sometimes. That's their problem. Like having eBay concierge, I call them like a lot, so I know I know 20% of the workforce at eBay concierge. It's people get it confused with valet, but eBay concierge is a service for. They can leave it for that, Nicole? I don't know. I don't know if they can. I think that. I don't know.
They can leave feedback because it didn't fit.
They can leave negative feedback for several reasons, but like if the item, so let's say you put a measurement and it was wrong, okay, whatever. But some people leave negative feedback to chisel money out of you, and that's what they want. That's what they do. They put negative feedback and they're trying to get you to give them a discount. And eBay is really pissed off about that, and they want to know who these people are, how they're doing it, and how they stop it. I think you can get it removed. I don't think it's fair feedback because it's a product review, and it's not your problem.
Every company has different sizing. You get
exactly.
like a 36.
So that's why. But
Kayla,
do you have like free returns? So
I don't take returns.
Well,
I don't do
then you're going to get negative feedback. So just take the return.
No, I don't really care about them. I mean, if they can't remove it, that's fine. I really don't care that much.
You're not going to take it back. That's why they left negative feedback.
Well, Kayla,
It's not because of the size of the item. It's because they don't want it. They don't like it. You won't take it back, and they can still get it returned. By the way,
if they claim it's not as described, but it is as described.
Certainly, but eBay will side with them most of the time when it comes to product descriptions.
No, they won't. I have had no returns for 8 months now, and I've had plenty of people try to claim things not as described in order to get them returned, and eBay has sided with me every single time.
Cool. Well, high five on that. Teach me how to get that done. I don't want negative feedback, though. I really I really hate negative feedback.
Put no returns on all your products or all your sales?
Yes.
I'm going to go. out of the screen share and come back to the world of the living.
Yeah, I mean, if eBay's like, yeah, sorry, we're not taking off the negative, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. People get negative feedbacks. I've got almost I have 1,600 feedback and 1 negative that the lady says that they don't fit. It's not even a negative that says like, oh, this buyer sucks, they've fucked me over. Like, no, it's just the shoes didn't fit. Anybody who sees this negative is going to be like, okay, the shoes didn't fit her. I'm not going to not buy from this person because the shoes don't fit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
negative
I'm really
feedback
not worried
kind of.
about it.
And maybe you shouldn't be. Like, I'm very concerned about negative feedback, and people can probably leverage, gain some. Don't you love this hat, by the way? It's so sick.
And the reason I took off returns is because I did have returns on for a long time, and I got so many returns. And they were always for fit purposes. They were never that I did something wrong. They were always for this thing didn't fit me. And I always provide measurements. So, I was tired of being responsible to get things back when these people just didn't read the description. That's just the way that I want to do business.
I sold a espresso machine, and it like went overseas, or not, it's not an espresso machine. It's like a Bialetti espresso pot, and the measurements of the pot are there, and the model number is there, but like on the item description, like when I pulled it off, it was like 2 cups, but it actually makes 6 cups. The person was like, I don't want this because it makes 6 cups, and I think you should pay for the refund. It's kind of like, I don't even want to fight about it. It's like, send it back, whatever.
Well, yeah, like that's the thing. I don't want to fight about it either.
I don't
just
want to
say
fight
no.
about it.
And I also usually send people a message. And I usually send people a message now that says like, I don't accept returns per my listing, per my policies, but please feel free to use my photos and listing if you'd like to resell it.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly in my store.
I actually had 2 people recently thank me for that and say, thanks, I'll try to do that.
I'm going to start selling on eBay now.
Good, I hope they do. I hope more people start selling on eBay.
Me too. So,
doesn't bother me.
Dude, this is the score. This is the score of the day. I got 8 of these new old stock Nike Air. It's got the Jordan colorway. Check those out. Nike Jordan from the 80s. Ping pong pong, ching chow chow, ding dao dao. So sweet. 8 of them. 8. What's he saying back there? Oh, it's all muted. It's all mutey and weird. I don't know. It's hard for me to. I'm just going to continue with this.
Go ahead, continue.
Weird hauls. Check out this bathing suit from like the 80s. So this is the bottoms. They have the Aloha Tower, the Iolani Palace, the King Kamehameha statue, made in Hawaii. So check it out. The bottoms, and
those
then
cool.
the top. It's a whole suit. It's like a little bathing suit. Made in Hawaii. I love this shit. I love it when it has like the Hawaii, the map of Hawaii on it and all the islands. Dumb shit.
Oh.
All right, and then we got this is really good. This is really good. It says this is not for children. It says,
oh my god.
Did you see it? I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch, and I'm Miss Bitch to you.
So I'll tell you about that.
Can you get it?
I grew up in New Jersey, and going down to the Jersey Shore every summer, those shirts and shirts like it are all over the Jersey boardwalk in the 90s. So I guarantee you that will sell.
Yeah, look, it's also a great hat. See?
It is super, super 90s, and it is very Jersey Shore.
It's very Jersey Shore. I love these old school racing. This is like Fluke and Mac Tools sponsored. Randy Parks. He was like a very controversial racer. He got fired by Mac Tools for being a dickhead, but he did sign this shirt. Check it out.
Oh.
He's a pretty famous drag racer. The graphics on this are, and then it has the Fluke Tools logo on the back. Pretty cool. Made in the USA jerseys. It smells like shirt though. You know that old. It's clean, but it's weird. This is a shout out to Oregon. Look at that duck. That's when Disney had that duck. I'm gonna wear this now. All right, let's go. Let's get this done. All right. Elliot, can you see my duck?
I can. It's fantastic.
Look at my duck. Look at that embroidery. Look at that embroidery on that duck.
Oh, it's impeccable.
It's so golfy and ducky.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. How sick is this?
Oh, that is good. That's really good.
It's
What is
OP
that?
with with the original USA tag on it. A lot of times when you see this paper tag, it means it's made in the United States. It says it.
What is your header text there? Local thrifting expert and whiskey enthusiast?
I think you should put "but." It should just say "but."
But enthusiast?
I was going for the local news bot where they always have an expert on.
That's amazing.
So old school Ocean Pacific from the 80s. I skateboard in this. I go to the beach. I love neon. It makes me happy.
You're big into cocaine.
I like cocaine.
Yep.
Only if it's made of chalk.
All the good things in the 80s.
Cocaine.
Don't pull out.
Or methylene dioxymethylamphetamine. I think that's a sick piece. I think this will go for really good money. I really do.
That's a nice piece.
It's so
nice piece.
It's so clean.
Is the zipper broken or is it work?
What's up? It's been worn.
Is the zipper good? Does the zipper
Oh,
work?
the zippers. Yeah, it's fine. Look.
Oh, that
The
sound.
zipper's in great, and there's no paint chipping on the zipper. What I kind of look for that to see kind of the general wear. But I really like YKK, which this is Y2K compliant. They made these like polyethylene. They made these rubbers like these plastic zippers, and they actually seem better than some of the older metal zippers. So this has one of those. They're really, really durable and they don't get stuck.
Nice.
So I really like the colorway on this, and I think it's pre-1995 because that's when I think Ocean Pacific, they got like sold out and then they stopped making stuff, and then they start like you can buy like Ocean Pacific stuff at like Walmart now, but it's all garbage. You're not gonna. This is like TC.
The OG.
TC surf design kind of stuff.
Somebody Google Hangout back rubs.
Stephanie asks if it has pockets in the front.
Get the scratchies. Yep, scratchies. Get up high.
It looks like it has a pocket, but it does not have a pocket.
Dude, you're
He
interrupting.
he can't hear that you're giving him props.
Are you guys listening to Hanging?
Why?
No, we're live.
Oh.
Because I'm getting an on-air back rub.
Getting a back rub on the air.
That's okay. I approve that message.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean it's your
working hard.
stream, so you can allow it or disallow it. I mean, who knows?
Well, actually, tonight, Elliot, it's your stream.
Aww.
I'm just gonna keep talking.
All right, shit's about to go off the rails then.
Yeah. What I meant by that is it's not your stream.
Yeah. It will never be your stream.
It will never be your stream. Pick this stuff up. Everyone, pick this stuff up. If you find 70s, 80s, even early 90s.
Oh yeah.
Is that new? Is that like dead stock?
Yes, dude. Look, it actually has the registration code and everything on the inside.
Fucking believable. Where do you get this shit?
In your butt.
Portland.
Well, yeah.
Look,
my butt is less scary than that other basement you just showed. So.
That basement's gonna make me money. That's
It is.
scary basement. So yeah, everything is sealed. It's unused.
That's amazing.
I don't know what year this is from. I need to really check. I didn't pull it out to check like the batteries and stuff because that's what happens, you know. You see, this is what happens.
Oh.
Crustaceans. I call them crustaceans.
You could clean it.
Lonnie
That's
made fun
probably
of me
not
about
worth
that.
the time.
No, this is still good because these older, if they're alkaline batteries, they won't leach. Even though they'll decompose, they won't leach. If they're nickel metal hydride, what they'll do is like there's something in that actually interacts with the board and it'll start to burn the board out. But for some reason, alkaline batteries don't do that. They get really crusty on the end. You see that nasty salt.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this should still be good. I'm gonna clean it up and see. But yeah, so those are rechargeable. Those are rechargeable batteries that came in this thing. So it's kind of hard to. Yeah, look at that. Ooh.
Gross. Eat it.
Anyway, it's a great display piece. I'm sure it still works. It just needs a little bit of schmuckling. It was $3.
Oh well, you can't beat that.
Well, the box is worth $3. I'm sure. Then, oh my God, I hate this. What the fuck is up with this?
Wow.
It's a hot orange Mustang GT, and it has a yellow floppy disk in it. Have you ever seen one of these with a floppy disk in it?
I've
No,
never
dude,
seen
that's
that.
That's why I picked it up. It was 10 cents at the same sale, and it's like I might not make any money on it, but it's like it has a floppy disk, and you know, I don't know. Would you buy this for 10 cents, Elliot?
100%. Yes. every
10
time.
cents for sure.
Then, so this sale I went to this sale to buy, there was over 100 Mighty Morphin Power Ranger toys sealed in the boxes, original ones. This dude, I was like 30th in line, even though I got there quite a bit early. This is an obscure company, and it was a really a weird situation. The first guy in the door ran in like a well, I'm not gonna say. I don't want to be derogatory. He ran in like his nuts were on fire, and he ran in and he grabbed all of them in like 15 seconds. Like 100 toys. I was standing there. The garage was open. I watched him, and I just cried. So I did get these. They're these random Pokemon tokens. They're in a CD case. They're like coins. See them? And I got 4 of those. And what's really cool is sometimes what makes these things worth more is see that little hang tag on the back?
Mm-hmm.
You see the hang tag hasn't been flipped up yet, so it hasn't been displayed. For some reason, some of this weird Nintendo and Pokemon stuff, if somebody hasn't flipped that thing up, it makes the value like 30, 40% higher.
Thank you.
I guess it makes it like dead stock. What in the hell are you drinking? Windex. Kayla on deck with Windex. Kayla on deck.
No, Mike made, what is it called?
Blue whip.
A blue whip.
I mean, you get cocktail service in your shit? You must make good money.
No,
That cocktail
not that.
service.
I do something well, but I don't know what it is.
We're not talking about cocktail service anymore.
That's all right. It's pretty good.
It's a little bit on the sweet side though. I didn't have triggers or anything. So.
That's pretty good.
This is an adult channel, so I got 4 of those. I think that they were $3 a piece, and I think I'll get 60 for the lot because.
Oh wow!
Tags. Yeah, these are really good. I mean, they're really these heavy
Pokemon.
They're bronze coins, you see, and they're secret, so you don't know what's in them until you open them.
The original blind bag.
Yeah, and then they have so like they're some of them are holographic and some of them aren't, and they're really like they're great to display because they're so small and they're easy to store. But
that's cool.
Yeah, they're good, really good for 4th quarter. I bought this for Kayla today.
Oh God, that motherfucker. Ugh.
The groups too.
Let's see if we can get it real. Let's.
Oh, look
You
at
know
his
what's
face. I mean, that's a
I want
punchable
to
face
eat
if
your
I've ever
soul.
seen one.
It's the most punchable thing.
Hi, your soul is delicious. It tastes like tomato ketchup and onions. And
Tomato ketchup?
cheese.
Unlike other kinds of ketchup?
And
There's other things you can make
fleas.
it out of.
Your soul
Other
tastes like
tomatoes.
fleas.
I hate that guy.
He's the biggest dickhead. He's one of the biggest dickheads on the planet. I'm
He
standing here
literally-
next to him.
He doesn't even like. He blinks so much. Like he doesn't. I think he blinks so much because he knows he's lying about everything. Like people who lie blink a lot. And that dude is basically has his eyes closed all the time.
So that was in this box. So on top of all these Nike hats, these Team Nike hats, was Joel Osteen. So I thought it would be fitting to buy Joel Osteen and the Team Nike hats.
I mean, I bet you can sell it because there's plenty of people that do like him.
Yeah, and all those people, I don't want to do business with them.
I love doing business with people I don't like and taking their money.
Don't patronize me. This is my channel.
I'm leaving.
No. I'm excited for the party. I was talking to my wife about the party tonight.
Yes. Is your wife coming or no?
I will try. We'll try to get a contingency. My sister lives here, so I bought one ticket just to like get some stuff flowing, and then we're gonna figure out whether she can come or not. And I'll get her a ticket.
Oh,
too.
she should. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
already
we'll
sold like 30 tickets or something. So
Cool.
on
Yeah.
day one, it's exciting. So yeah, if
It's
you
gonna
guys,
be it's gonna
if
be-
any of you are in the Pacific Northwest or up for flying somewhere, there's a holiday party in the beginning of December in Portland, and I'm selling tickets. You should come.
This is the first. So this is one of the. This is I've been selling Nike products for a really long time. We're here in Portland, and I go to sales in Beaverton and stuff. This is the first time I found a Nike product that's actually printed on somebody else's shit. So this is a Yupong hat with a Nike. Like it looks like they like something happened. They had a disaster and they had to print these real quick. So they just grabbed whatever hat they could. But if you find like Nike hats, they're always Nike branded. Even Nike office shirts that they wore in the office in like even the 80s, they were Nike shirts. So it's really peculiar to find that and to have like 25 of those is much cooler. I don't know what these would sell for, really. They're very clean, and they have I really like they have the Supreme-y kind of boxy kind of logo look to them. So
They definitely have that Supreme feel.
did you? Yeah, this like the box logo, like the Tommy box logo and the Polo box logo. I've never seen this Nike logo. I don't know if it was
Nice.
like. It's really with the Jordan colorway. It really makes it, I think, desirable. And the fact that I don't know if you saw this, Elliot.
Oh, with the fucking tag on it.
Oh wait, hold on. Are you ready?
So delicious.
Are you ready?
Oh god.
Hold on. Tag. Tag.
Wow.
So what do you do with it?
That's
Like, do you list those all at once then, or are you afraid of saturating the market and do you like spread them out?
I'll trickle them out. Something like this, I'll trickle them out.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, I can do a multi-listing for them, but usually, like, I might even take a couple and try different keywords with different listings and see if something works.
Mm-hmm.
I know that people are looking for this stuff, definitely, and it's not easy to find. So I also somehow bought this fucking mug. It's just so dumb.
Is it Otakiri or
I
does it have
don't even know.
something on the bottom? No.
Yeah, it's Japan.
Oh, well, it's vintage then. I mean,
Oh, it's been like
it's worth
it's got
something.
it's got this embossing on it that's pretty cool, and it's like
Mhm.
this completely ridiculous surfing scene. And You know what's really important about this? You can put liquid in it and it won't fall out.
Whoa. Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah. That's why people use mugs. Because you could use your floor to drink off of.
I like to just pour things into my hand and just. That's how I prefer to drink liquid.
I will take a beer and pour it on the floor and just drink it with a straw.
And now you don't have to. Now you have a mug.
My god. Okay. So we also got.
We talked about one knife.
I showed you some. These are ebony handled. These are LC Germain. Really good brand. Really great knives. I don't know if you saw this, Elliot. I'll show you it too, so you can see it, because you should be on the lookout for these. It's got like a really sleek block, really modern looking. 4 knives and a fork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ebony wood. The block isn't ebony because that would be extremely expensive, but the handles are ebony.
Is that a specific? Is that a specific brand?
LC Germain, Germain. I was gonna go through and like screen share and do some comps and stuff, but that seems really boring because you guys are more exciting. So, you want to pick up Victorinox. Look for Victorinox. I know this is probably like opposite. All of this stuff is good. Look, you see what I paid for that? This is a $25 knife.
Yeah.
And then you can set them up. So, you know, I actually got, there's another one somewhere around here, but I got the sharpener, and then these are poly handles. Which they're not as good as like wooden ebony handles, but still, like, for certain applications, poly handles are better. So just kind of gotta go with the flow. I love belt buckles. Do you guys like belt buckles?
If they're like super funky, I'd probably pick them up. Like, I don't know if I would have picked that up personally. But
are you serious? It's John Deere.
Not my
original,
wheelhouse, dude. Not something I'm like familiar with.
1983 mint.
Oh, if I saw the date on it, I might have. But to me, like, I wouldn't have been able to tell by eyesight if that was new or old. I'd have to, if I saw the date, I'd probably grab it.
A lot of buckles, what you'll see is that they actually have some kind of date provenance on them. That's what I like about them. They're a little bit easier to date. I've got another one here that, so this is like, this weighs 18 ounces. It's quite thin, but it's like old bronze. And let me see if I can get a good image of this.
Central and Union Pacific Railroad.
Yeah, look at this thing. It is old.
Yeah.
You can see the patina on it.
Your camera
Nice.
is
And
like on point tonight, by the way.
it's because I'm hardwired in.
There you go.
So Napoleon is the brand that made this. And I really don't know a lot about this company, but the marks are really authentic, and you can see like where there's welds, there's
That's
corrosion,
old
because they
for
use
sure.
like, definitely. So I believe that this was somebody who, you know, this came from somebody who worked on the railroad.
All the live
Very
long
cool.
day.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. Yeah, that was awkward.
A little bit.
Welcome to the Mighty Mushroom Show, where cringeworthy is the hashtag of the day. So that was a pretty good find. I don't know. It's going to be impossible to find comps on this, most likely. So probably going to ask. All the belt buckles were $1. And I really like things that are kind of like railroad oriented or like transport oriented, you know? So, and then I really paid too much for these, but it happens. Tivas. These are new old stock Tivas. They're kind of weird. I've never seen these exact ones. They're Tiva. There's a weird. These. I think they're a Spider. You know, the skiing brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's their logo. It's on these Tivas. So it looks like a collaboration because it kind of has like a really modern. And then it's that's the Tiva logo, right? The little hand with the spirally thing. But that certainly isn't, right? The little spider.
No, it's definitely not. I'm not sure if that's
weird.
Spider brand though. I don't.
No, I'm not either.
It's a little different.
You know, they were like $7, something like that. But they're unused. You know, they're new. They're the original box is in there.
The soles on those don't crumble, right? Like they're still in good condition. Because I know sometimes those old shoes, if they're dead stock.
Yeah, exactly. So these aren't as old as everything else that came out a lot. And you know, when you get like these poly soles that don't have like foam, there's no foam in these. These are actually like durable plastic soles. So these are totally useful, and there's no cracking on the neoprene. The neoprene's in really, really good condition. So I don't think they've been worn. And let me see. There was something weird about these. Yeah, they were made in Mexico. But most Tiva stuff I find is made in China, but peculiar. And then so I picked up a box of holsters. Like and they're old. You know, there's like, check it out. There's like there's a lot of embossing on them. There's like a lot of patent numbers. A lot of them don't have. It's hard to figure out. This one is an 87A-15. It's got a patent number on it, but the manufacturer name isn't on it. But it has like this chrome on it, and it's obviously for some kind of revolver or service unit. Oh, here it is. This is a patrolman. It says L.A. Clark County, L.A. California. But it's really hard to read the name on it. So, no, but I have a whole box. Like, I bought 50 of these today. Because they were just so cheap.
How much was it for all of them?
I paid on average $4 per holster. They're all, like, tooled leather. This appears cool. To be... Yeah, I mean, I saw some holsters that go for, like, kind of hundreds of dollars. This one's cool because like some of them have this mechanism. You see this little?
Isn't that like the locking?
Yeah, this little locking mechanism here, right
and
here.
That makes it hard to take the gun out unless you're holding the holster, right?
I guess. And then there's like bullet place to put.
At least I know new holsters. There's like a locking mechanism on them that is only easy to unlock if you are wearing it. Like if you were to walk up behind someone. That's
definitely what this is. Nobody could walk up behind you and hit this button. You would have to like stick your hand behind the gun and stick your finger in there. So yeah, this must be, the brand of this one is Frisbee and it says made in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I have a whole, I could just show you so many of them that I'm not going to, maybe. Unless Elliot wants to see them. There's small ones, like this one.
Oh, for baby's first gun.
Baby's first, well, you could also put like a half pint in there.
Baby's first half pint.
Those all look like revolver holsters. Those don't look like standard like 9mm.
They're all revolver. They all appear to be revolver holsters. There's several from this company, JP, Jaypee, and then let me see. There's some. I just bought a box of leather stuff. Everything was like, this is old school. It's got like these crazy oak leaves on it.
That's cool.
I didn't pay $5. Like I just took the whole box, and there was $5 on everything. And I said, "Will you take like a certain amount for the whole box?" And he said, "Yeah." So, but this appears to be. I mean, the patina on it's a little bit crazy, and it has these like stylized oak leaves, and the leather is really, really thick. So I think this is for like maybe like muzzle loading or something. You know, like it appears to be like gun oriented because it was in all the gun stuff, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like little. Not really sure. I'm not really sure. What do you think?
I would not know, but it's cool.
Well, I mean,
I'm no help.
Like, I know about vintage clothing. No, I don't know.
It's an iPhone holder, obviously.
It was. It's a my phone holder. Elliot, victories today? What happened today?
I spent most of the day in a pool.
Well, that sounds victorious.
So that was a win. I actually, my wife had planned on going to a wine and craft show with a friend of hers. So I went out to the friend's house with my son and babysat their kids and hung out all day. So I had a pretty chill day.
Wow, is that how you do it later in life?
What, how old do you think I am? Jesus Christ!
90.
142. Not a day older.
Not a day
No,
older.
I just finished up a big website project yesterday, so I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
the
take
big website project that you were procrastinating about by like talking to me all night.
Yeah, so I finished that, got paid, and I felt like today I should just sit in a pool and think about how handsome you are.
Well, I mean, my goal, the reason I started this YouTube channel was to see how many people I could get to think that I was handsome.
Well, you're at 1, so.
No, 2, because you have to include me. I'm a person too.
Oh. But Kayla's not
I mean,
on
don't
board.
exclude me. Like, I get to vote. If I was running for president, I could vote for myself, right?
I suppose.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
So tomorrow, Elliot, you should come up for the holiday Christmas party.
Right?
That would be pretty crazy.
You should. Do it.
We'll see if
Peer
I can
pressure.
close it in.
Well, yeah. We should do that. Tomorrow, there's 16 estate sales in Portland. And I think I'm going to go to 2 because, you know, I really don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by buying up all the good stuff. A couple of other things. We'll keep this going. Here's one from today. This came from that same estate sale.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's really a weird one. It's a Spirit, obviously 600, and I've been on this tear for Polaroids that's crazy.
It's such
Like,
easy money.
I'm finding Polaroids everywhere. Yeah, and with some of the connections I have, like, it's even easier. Like, they're sold before I buy them, you know? When things are sold before you buy them, you know the price that you can make a profit, and it just happens that way, you know? Crazy. I thought there was another Polaroid here, but I think that is it. So, I mean, that's the majority of what I purchased today. I got a couple more Hawaiians and a couple more pieces of electronics, but it wasn't the most lucrative day because I didn't get up as early as I could. And I mean, the guy who bought the thing that I really, really wanted, he was the first in line, and I was there. I wasn't there quite 2 hours, but at 2 hours, I was still like 30th in line, which is rare here. I mean, usually if I get there early, I can just do it. Let me go back to screen sharing and do some. I'm going to continue to. My music went away. What happened to the music?
I think your music went away like an hour ago.
Nobody liked the music. I don't like silence though. Like, it bothers me. I can't have I need to have some semblance of like musical naturiness. It's 10:30. It's very early. So
I'm just working on drafts. all the stuff that I have drafted for when we're in Disneyland, I'm like putting in all
Tell me
the
about
info.
Disneyland. I want to hear about Disneyland.
We're going for Halloween.
Halloween?
We went last year and surprised Hazel, and she's been talking about, oh, I want to go back. I want to go to Disneyland for Halloween again. And we keep saying, I'm sorry, we can't go. It's too expensive. We can't go every year. You know, you can't always get what you want. And so we're surprising her again.
What day? Because I didn't even look at the calendar. I just bought a ticket. What day is the holiday party?
December 10th, Sunday.
It's a Sunday, okay. And are you coming in for like more than one day or just one day?
We're going to come in on probably Saturday morning. And then we are... So then my husband found out that he has a work conference in San Francisco that starts on Monday. And I think we're going to go with him. So we're actually going to fly out of Portland on Monday.
Oh, well, yeah.
Go to San Francisco and then fly back to Portland on Wednesday and drive home.
Oh, God.
I think. If we go with him. If we don't, then Hazel and I will just drive home and he'll fly out of Portland. But I want to go to San Francisco because I have family there, so.
Cool. It's really easy to take the train, you know? Portland to Seattle.
Yeah, but then we get to make stops and stuff on the way, so.
You get to do that thrift.
Exactly.
That trift.
Get that trift.
Get that trift. I had a crazy. My sales have just like gone to insanity mode, and like it's. I knew fourth quarter was going to be like a little bit cuckoo because of the size of my inventory, but like I just started putting like there was some like I had a box of like junk. And I was like, I just sent it with my lister, and I was like, maybe something in this pile of junk is like good. And like, eBay's so weird because like, it's almost like people want junk.
Sometimes.
I don't want to sell junk though. I want to sell good stuff.
Give the people what they
Really
want.
slow day.
Give the people what they want.
You had a slow day today?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through some. These are just the last couple of days, but I sold some really weird stuff, and people made me some really weird offers that I accepted because I like money. I like money.
You wrecked Gora.
What? And waiting shipment.
Okay.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a weird voice. Did you see that Oscar de la Renta shirt?
Yes.
Was that ridiculous or what?
Super bizarre.
How? Super what?
Bizarre.
Why bizarre? It's a tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, but
But what? Now I'm just distracting you. All right. I'm pulling up some previous sales here, and I'm just going to continue talking because I want to make this show slightly longer. And paid and shipped. And we'll immerse Elliot in the loveliness of what you can sell on eBay.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I'm doing this for you, Elliot.
I know.
Go to bed.
Okay. No, I just had a long day in the pool, man.
I had a long day in the pool. You know what I did all day, Elliot?
Cool.
I fucking worked.
Yeah.
Head on.
I like how you have like you just don't even care. You just
Not-
don't give
not
a
today.
flying shit.
I work sometimes. I try to work as little as
You
possible.
work
Still pay the bill.
sometimes. That's amazing. That's really awesome. I'm glad that you work sometimes. I'm going to show you some really ugly shoes that I've sold.
Show me your shoes, Brett.
I'm going to show you my business. Okay, let's screen share. Boom. Boom. Let's go. We're going to go through some solds here to put some content up. Look at these. Look at these beautiful LJ Simone floral.
I would have bought the hell out of
Ooh.
those. Those are super cool.
Yeah. So I bought a lot of designer shoes from this old ass lady.
Did those sell, or are you selling them?
I'm sorry?
Did those already sell? Or are they?
Yeah, so these are all solds. I'm going to go through some solds here. They sold for $3.99 with free shipping. It's funny because you can see two sold. Zero. She had two identical pairs of these in almost the identical condition, which is really hilarious. Vineyard Vines. If you're not finding Vineyard Vines, it's probably because it's hard to find the vines. You know what I'm saying? Like look at that pocket and that pink whale. Look at that.
A couple of Roots videos, they had Vineyard Vine stuff.
Let's look at that pink whale. It's so weird. It looks like a very grumpy whale. These were like new old stock, but they just didn't have tags on them. They hadn't been worn. You know when you get that tag, that you pop that tag and it's just like fresh. This is weird.
Ooh.
Look at this. Look how. I mean, this is Liberace as they get.
That's got some frills to pay the bills.
Well, you got to pay them bills. It's new old stock. Got the bag. The bag. $29.99. You can pay only $17.99 if you show me how. Then I sell a lot of jerseys, even though I don't know anything about sports. I also I'm attracted to the number 1. So
what was that jersey?
This is really cheap. I mean, this is far beyond my average sale price, $19.99. But I picked up, like, I went into the last day of the sale, like Jacob, and picked up a bunch of like random Nike stuff. And I mean, it's well made, you know. I didn't make much money on it, but I made a couple bucks. This was a sweet find, and I probably sold it too cheap because it's you know, it's original. And it's dye sublimated. Like, do you know how they make these shirts?
Yes, because I used to work in the screen printing industry.
It's not screen printed though.
I know.
It's woven. Like this is woven in. So like the black is black, the white is white, the green is green, and it's in the fabric. It's not screen printed. It's permanent.
No, I know that, but in the screen printing industry, we also did sublimation.
Is that what that's what it's called, right? Dye sublimation.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like a white shirt that they dyed black and all these other colors, maybe? How do they get it to have the white like that, you know?
It's usually certain kinds of shirts that can be printed on with sublimation.
Oh, okay.
We had a sublimation printer at my old work, but I don't even know exactly how it worked. And the print was always kind of crappy.
I love this shirt. I actually regret selling it.
Too late now.
Oopsie. Okay, I regret it. Now I'm over it. So, yeah, Toltecs in Mexico. Does anybody know who Information Society is?
No.
I have no idea. I was gonna ask
It's like a band from the 90s.
Oh.
Weirdness. I bought this because it had my last name on it.
Wilson?
Yes.
I'm funny.
Oh, my name is Wilson. So I was surprised. It like, you know, this came really, really cheap in a box of crap, and it sold really fast for that price. So very surprising. Like keep an eye out for these these Wilson gloves that have like professional names and like serial numbers on them and stuff. I don't know. I sold 2 this week that were really, really good. For me, $30 is not bad. I love this game. If you find this game, it's cheap, buy it. It sells fast, really fast. I have no idea why anybody cares because it seems boring and stupid. But and there's this old lady and she's very creepy. Look how creepy this old lady is. Let's get in here.
What's wrong with her face?
Look, this old lady has a beard.
Hey, did you just assume her gender?
Wow, how dare you?
This old lady has a beard.
Maybe it's a cross-dressing guy.
That was the number one on
Maybe it's
What is he
art.
playing behind you? Is he playing like
Art.
StarCraft or something? Or
Warcraft.
StarCraft?
Art is fancy and beyond just.
Oh, Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, yeah.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
My husband and I met playing World of Warcraft.
I've never played any of those type of like online games.
I love them.
But how do you make time to like dedicate to playing that? Like you're busy and you have a successful business and a family. How do you play those games?
I don't play as often as I used to since I started doing this.
Yeah.
But I still occasionally log in. But before I had my own business, I played a lot. Like I raided weekly but
I raided weekly. Like what do you raid the pantry? What does that mean?
well, like what he's doing right now. He's playing
looking at the screen.
He's playing with like 10, 15 other people in order to beat a certain thing.
Who's the he we're talking about?
Who's he? My husband behind me?
I'm screen sharing, so I'm looking at this Tesla jacket, which is
well, whose fault
like
is that?
a couple of months of World of
Whose
Warcraft
fault is
subscription
that?
probably. Buy this. Find this and buy it. This
Okay,
I put this up for sale for $129.99. It's sold in like 7 minutes. Look at this.
Where'd you get it?
Fleecy. Goodwill.
Jesus.
New with tags. Sickness. Beauty. Fast. I like fast and beauty.
Fast is good.
This is like a piece of junk. Sometimes I buy lots of junk from people and Goodwill. So I have 2 Goodwills here that they just don't have the manpower to sort through electronics. So they'll like weigh it and we'll make a deal based on the weight. And this came out of one of those lots. And it sold for $30 with free shipping, but it fit into with bubble wrap, it fit into a legal flat rate. Those legal flat rates are pretty cool because you know the surface area is large, so
yeah,
you can get that physics. So I misspelled. I didn't do this because it was a lister, but apparently she doesn't know I Omega, so it was Low Mega.
And it's still sold.
For real, for $40. Like for me, this is a piece of junk. Like total junk. Like who would ever use this for anything?
The person who bought it.
Thank you, darling. You're so insightful.
So I see here that you do good till canceled. Is there a reason for that?
Yes. Because so it'll automatically relist and I don't have to mess with it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but then you get stale listings that way.
But I don't. I have a 12 to 13% sell-through rate, and that doesn't change whether I do. I've tried everything.
Really?
I've done 7-day listings, 30-day listings. I've relisted. I've done everything, and none of that has changed my sell-through rate. It just like for the products that I sell, it's like 12%. So for me, the only way to get around that is to like grow my inventory, right? And yeah.
Okay. That's a totally valid reason. When I changed from doing good till cancel to 30-day, my sales like jumped like crazy. But I have stuff that sits for longer, so I guess that could be why.
So you just have to manually relist then?
Mm-hmm. And it lets me go through my things and say like,
I
okay,
don't have time to deal with that shit either. Really,
why
a
hasn't
big part
this
of it is
sold?
like
Should I
not
tweak
having time to
something?
deal with it.
Most stuff
I
I
have
just
some
wind up.
listings, so I listed a bunch of stuff for 30 days to do an experiment, and right now all of that stuff is like it's sitting in like did not sell, and they're all good items, and it didn't do anything. I put 100 items at 30 days, and it didn't change my conversion rate.
Interesting.
Is it for reals? Yeah. So this is a WMFX28. This is one of the better ones. This is a very low price, but I offer really good deals on this stuff. It's really easy to ship. It weighs about 8 ounces, so it costs about $3 to ship. You pick these up for $1, $2, $3. So they're pretty profitable. You can get a really good. This was weird. So I had this for sale for a year for $55.99. I have no idea about any of video equipment. It just came in a lot. We got some kind of good pictures of it, and there's like, oh, what is that? Is that like some dust in there? Like what is that?
Definitely.
There's like some shmoo in there. Some shmoo. So this is for a Pentax SLR. It's a really nice lens. The guy offered me $48.99. I took it and ran, and I'm gonna buy weed with that money.
Yeah, buddy.
That weed.
Get that weed.
I picked up 50 of these for 45 cents a piece. They're really expensive to ship, and I don't know about that guarantee up to $1,800. I don't know if that exists anymore. These are a bitch to ship.
How do you ship them? Do they fit in like a large flat rate?
So I go to IKEA.
What is that creature?
No, they don't fit in anything.
Is that an airless cat?
Yeah, this is my QWERTY.
They don't fit in anything.
Hold on.
They're the most
I'm talking
awkward
about the
size.
club, and I want to see her cat.
I can't see what you're doing.
You have to stop talking.
Or a second.
No.
Yes.
Oh, look at the
On
kitty.
the main Western.
Look up here.
When we did.
Oh.
Oh, look at the face on that monkey.
Oh my god.
That
is your cat disgusts me.
He is the best. Don't you dare.
I saw a video of it licking your husband and it made me want to die.
He likes to groom us.
He likes to groom us.
It's as cute as it is.
QWERTY is part of the family.
QWERTY.
Suck.
What you do is you take like a taco of cardboard and you just wrap the shit out of it with tape.
About a lot of these fights is that better
because it doesn't fit in a flat rate. Is it cheaper that way?
It doesn't fit into anything.
Oh.
That's an odd shaped item.
It's just an odd shape and it's heavy as fuck.
So then throws all the chains off.
I'm probably making like $12 a piece on these things at 45 cents buying it and selling it for $34.99. I mean, they're just like, I have a lot of them though. Okay, this stuff sucks. Don't buy anything that says GoPro on it. You can't sell it on Amazon. You can't sell it on eBay. Nobody gives a shit about it. Don't buy it. Just don't buy it. It looks very attractive. Look how pretty that looks. There's no money in this stuff. Don't fuck with it. Seriously, it sucks.
Be a hero. Don't buy GoPro.
Do mess with this though. This is the Arcade Fighter. Woohoo! $40 shipped. Made a couple bucks on it.
Nice.
This was a great. So I didn't want to sell this. It came in a lot of stuff. It's like, this is cool. I kind of want to keep it. If somebody's willing to pay $20 for it in the next 30 days, I'll sell it. I posted it and it sold in like 5 minutes. And it's like just a dumb bag. Look, I mean, there's nothing special about it.
Outdoor research, man. All that fucking like.
It's just like a mesh bag too.
And
like, why would you pay?
And all that stuff just. I picked up like a Mountain Hardware shirt at Goodwill yesterday. It's like I got it for like $5, but it's probably like a $30, $40 shirt. It's just like a base layer, but that shit's expensive retail.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Mountain Hardwear stuff that I kind of have kept, but like, yeah. So I was like, I don't know what to price this at, so I'm just gonna see if somebody will pay $20 for it, because it costs nothing to ship and it costs nothing to buy. It was basically free. So that was a nice 12. Yeah, probably made $12 on it or something. Yeah. This shit. Buy this stuff. It's a Pan Digital seems like a random generic brand, but they make exceptional digital photo frames, exceptional photo scanning devices, and they have over 1,000 patents in this photo link one touch scan technology. They're really a high technology company that's really undervalued. So if you see Pan Digital, really take a look at it, because you can do really, really well. You know, I made good money on this product. Pan Digital. This is one of my funniest ones from the week. I bet a friend of mine that I could sell 2 dumb brown clipboards for over $14. So I listed them at $14.99. Look at this, Ellie. Look at this.
What? Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Somebody paid $15 for 2 clipboards.
Well, those are really nice clipboards. I mean, look at the quality.
Are you serious? You're joking right now, right?
Fucking clipboards. Just pick.
They're fucking clipboards. Like, I seriously got these for free. I mean, there's no free for me because I run a business. Like, everything costs me money no matter what it is. But, like, there was no cost of goods sold initially on these. I just wondered if I could sell them, so I did an experiment. And yes, you can sell anything on eBay. This is proof. Look at this. Kayla, look at this. Look at this. Why? Please, why? Oh, I have like names. Is that like rules or something? I don't know. Maybe I should like do that. Nike dry fit shit. It sold for $17. I usually pick this stuff up pretty cheap. Don't you think this is sexy? It's so sexy. This is an ultra bolo, Mr. Elliott.
What do you got?
Ultra super bolo. What?
Oh, that's awesome.
You see this?
$80, dude. That's crazy.
That's low end. So you see how cellophane's gone? These, and you see there's some chipping in there. These will go up to $150. You want these bookshelf games if they're sealed. I sold a first edition vintage bookshelf Scrabble when it was at the height of its like selling, what I consider its selling volume on like Amazon. $374 sealed.
Wow. That's insane.
Crazy, right? I mean, and it did not get returned. So it was a victory. I think I was listing these the other day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It's sold in 24 hours. One of them. I have another one. I listed at $40. I think I really wanted to do like $49.99, but really cool jacket, right? And I think you might have said it was chapped, actually. I think Kayla might have said that will never sell. I think she might have actually said that.
Nope. I know anything with full back embroidery is usually good money.
Yeah, when you have like at least 4 colors like that.
Yeah.
4 colors and up. It seems like the number of colors makes it better.
Well, so I used to work at a promotional company. We did screen printing, embroidery, sandblasting, engraving, all that kind of stuff. So I know what goes into embroidery like that, and it's extremely time intensive. Like that jacket probably took an hour to embroider the back. One jacket. Now they all have multi-head machines, so it was probably embroidering 5, 6, 10, jackets at a time, but that's still an hour's worth of, work.
Machine time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and machine
setting
time
up that logo.
value. especially if
probably
it's made in
take a
the
long
USA,
time.
like that jacket was. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, machine time in the USA has a much higher value than machine time in other places. But I don't really know like you do. But
I do.
I know you do. That's why I wouldn't. I mean, I can make fun of you, but it's really because I respect you.
Go for it. I think I learned a lot about this business, though, actually, from doing that, especially selling garments. Like,
Yeah.
I learned a lot about garments from that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, the takeaways of being in the new product industry versus being like in the vintage product. I mean, the products are so different, though.
I sell modern clothing, too.
I'm sure you have to augment your inventory. I don't know what I mean. I don't know what your sell-through rates are like, so I really don't even know. But
I'm at about 2% for each, for my vintage and my modern.
You sell 2% of your inventory per day.
Is that daily numbers? I don't know.
I don't know. 2% for me is like a really low number if you're talking about like 30 days. Like I would need a giant inventory to be able to like feed my child. She eats a lot of pizza.
Well, thankfully for me, this is not our sole income. Like my husband has a full-time job as a network engineer. So my money that I make is all of our extras. Like I pay for Hazel's private school. I pay for our vacations, fun stuff. If we want to go out and have a nice dinner or go to Portland for the weekend, like, so, you know, I'm making,
Falcon.
Let's see. So on my modern site, I'm at about $5,000 this month. And on my vintage site,
all right.
Let's
I guess
see.
No deeps.
My vintage site is coming up. My vintage site, I'm at about $4,000 for the month. And then between Poshmark and Etsy and Instagram, that's probably another $2,000 or $3,000.
Okay.
So
your main platform is eBay, though, right?
Yes, that's where I make most of my money.
Yeah, me too.
But I still do really well.
And that was a choice that
elsewhere.
I made. Like, it doesn't have to be that way for me, but that's a choice I made because I like the platform.
Yeah.
I'm really about like multiple streams of income, like you. But I like to be able to like pivot around and like kind of experiment and figure out like how to. I like easy income streams. I don't want to fight. I want to plug into a system where like my inventory works. Because I'm sourcing it right, I'm getting the right price, and I have like customers who want that, you know. And the platform that I'm selling on, because I don't own my own platform, you know, is it's very important. But I mean, if the future is in creating like platforms, like if you have 50 sellers that are of my capacity and your capacity and Nicole State's capacity, you really could join forces and create your own platform, you know.
Absolutely. It's just a matter of wanting to do that.
Exactly. And the return on doing it.
And when you have a platform that does work for you and is working, it's kind of hard to convince yourself to go and rework
so why
the wheel.
do you want to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in creating an alternate platform? I don't either. Like, no, I understand what it costs.
Oh, yeah.
But also, like, it protects you from being, you know, ousted by other platforms. I mean, it does happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Certain things are outside of your control. So that's always scary about, like, being on another platform. But
that's why I like to diversify. I like that, you know, with Etsy, for instance. Etsy is not very busy for me, but when I do make sales, they're big sales.
I know, me too. I have the exact same. It's like all of a sudden, like
pay up on there.
The crickets the crickets are chirping for like 10 days, and all of a sudden I sell a $400 ring.
Yeah. This
You know,
week on Etsy, I think I made like
ring.
$500, and that's more than I made like all month on Etsy. Which reminds me, I should go cross-post some things to Etsy. I should feed the beast while it seems to be hungry.
Feed the beast. There's have you heard of 6-bit? This software 6-bit?
No.
So 6-bit will cross-post listings between eBay, Amazon, and Etsy now.
There's a company that's trying to come out with something like that too. That's all over Instagram. Vendu, I think it's called. But they haven't come out with anything yet. I'm waiting. Like,
I mean, I think Nicole said something about Vendu. Maybe
they were at the reseller rally. They came and chatted with a bunch of people, and I signed up for their beta and stuff, but I haven't heard anything about it. So I'm like,
they seem really, really okay. She says Vendo. It's Vendo. It looks like Vendu though, but they seemed really, really primitive, and like I don't know. I'm not using their software.
I just want to see it. Like, I want to see it so I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would love to have – there's certain things that would really, really help me. Like, I kind of adopted, like, this bin packing system where, like, everything I sell goes into a bag, and that bag goes into a bin. And, you know, like, each bag has a barcode, and each bin has a barcode. So let's say you have a packing slip, and it has a barcode for the bin, and it has a barcode for the item, and you scan the barcode on the receipt, and it tells you basically what bin it's in, and you go and you scan that bin, and it takes it out of inventory, and then you scan the item, and it puts it into the order, something like that. Mm-hmm. Because on the reverse side, when we have everybody who has one-off items, like, bin space is at a premium, and it's like, if you can fit something into a bin, you don't know it until it goes into that bin. So if you can, like, have an item that has a barcode, you scan the bin, you scan the item, and then all of a sudden it's in your inventory in that bin. That's what I want. I think that's like the future of, like, small eBay sellers. And I just gave somebody $1 million idea just now. Follow that $1 million. I'll buy it from you. Please make it. I can't afford it. I can't afford to do it on my own. I'm not going to. It's never going to happen. I just want to sell stuff.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Elliot, nice to see you, buddy.
Nice to see you too. Kayla, great night. Have a great night. Everybody in chat, love you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
See you next time.
Well, so it would be on till like 11. It's already 11, so.
It is. Holy crap.
Holy moly. I'm looking forward to the party, though. It should be fun.
It will be fun. I hope I can, I don't know. I'm going to try to make it to Portland sometime before that.
It's really funny to have this video of you and your husband in the background, like, making, like, these weird Warcraft commands. I love it.
He's having fun. This is his Friday and Saturday nights. He gets to, like,
he has like the work grind. So I only work when other people are not working, I think.
I usually do too.
I like my wife works like early in the morning, and I tend to work late at night. And like I haven't had like connections with other resellers, so like the reason I've like recently reached out on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff is like to make those connections. And it's not particularly to get. I mean, I know it's going to make me better at what I do. Like, every time you give me insight into what you do, it kind of makes me better at what I do, even though I'm probably never going to sell the things that you do, but your perspective makes it easier to like gain more information, you know? So, and for you, it's probably the same way.
I think you gain things from other sellers regardless if they're selling similar things to you or not. And you might even gain more from people that are selling different things because they have a totally different outlook than you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I posted this Grant Cardone like video. He's like time plus cash flow equals appreciation. It's like, that is just like, it's true.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't even matter. Like the deal, even if the deal isn't that good, if you have the time to wait for the right
I mean, we're also
buyer and
losing
you have the
people
cash
way too
flow
much.
to deflect low sales or low deals, doesn't matter. You're going to realize that appreciation over time. So Paisley Bradley says, I'm the same. My husband works days while I'm homeschooling the kids, and then she stays up late. I mean, I'm fortunate to be able to afford my kid in school. Does Hazel go to school?
Yes, she's in kindergarten. She's in a Montessori school.
A Montessori school?
Mm-hmm.
What is a
awesome.
Montessori school?
It's just a different learning platform. They're very hands-on. It's very child-led.
Yeah, I like them.
Everything is kind of like on their level. They're very responsible for what they do.
How old is Hazel?
She's 5.5. She'll be 6 in February.
Lenny will turn 4 in January, so she's like 3 in a little bit. And her school's like a bilingual school, so my wife is Argentine, and so my wife speaks to her almost exclusively in Spanish and me exclusively in English, so she has that, and then she goes to a bilingual school and she can help people learn Spanish, and it's cool.
That's
like
really
it is
cool.
led in that fashion too. Like the kids like organize their like cleaning routines and their art routines, and it really builds their self-confidence.
Yes,
And
it does.
her self-confidence is like, it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and she gets to help the other kids who come in because there's a bunch of new kids. So that's really nice, you know.
It's so amazing how quickly they learn
drives
other languages, because Hazel's school just started a Spanish class for the kindergartners this year. And so she's been, I think 4 days a week she has Spanish. And, you know, of course they start them off super, super basic with numbers, colors, you know. And she just comes home and she's learned all these Spanish words, and I'm so impressed with it. And I'm like, I didn't even know that one. Like, I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, and I didn't know that word. You got your price tag on you there. Yeah, child-led learning is usually what they call it. And, like, for lunch, they all have to serve themselves. They have to set the place at the tables. They have to wash their own dishes.
Yeah.
They have to cut their own bread and put butter on their stuff and pour their own drinks. And I think it's really important for kids to learn how to do that. And I, you know, because I've seen people
self-sufficiency, like in the morning when Lenny wakes up in the morning,
that like can't make their own cereal.
Well, they can't even put on their own shoes. Lenny's like, I will sit here for 10 minutes to figure out how to put on my socks. Like, I'm not, like, you cannot do it.
Yeah, no, Hazel's like, I don't want your help. I've got it.
And I'm like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm like, I will sit here, be patient. If you need some help, let me know.
Yes.
Like, you have to build. I think being a good parent is like building time to like allow things to happen and not being in a rush all the time. Because like being in a rush is very like stressful for you and your kids. So I try not to. Being a reseller and being somebody who's in business for yourself, it really, you get to figure out where your time lies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, 8 hours of every day I have to work. I mean, if I want to make $100,000 a year, every day I have to work 8 hours. It's just the way it is. So I can work 4 hours in the morning and I can work 4 hours in the evening, and, you know, but like, I have to balance that over 7 days. So if I take a day off, I gotta figure out how to make that $8. I have to $8, 8 hours somewhere else, you know.
Yeah.
So we want big dick DP,
you know, as well. Like,
I'm sure
it doesn't come without working. Like,
no.
I always see these things on the internet, like, oh, you can go out and do this and do that, and you'll be a billionaire, and blah blah blah. It's so easy.
Get your stone.
It's everybody who's watching this,
get your stone up.
bullshit. If you are unwilling to do the
see
work
it was too blind.
to succeed and
It's so
gain the
blind.
knowledge to understand the products that you sell, you will not be successful.
No.
You can sugarcoat that. You can say it in lots of other ways. But if you look at somebody like Nicole State, she knows so much.
Well,
Like she
I
knows
don't
about
know.
business. She knows about brands. She knows. No, come on.
I'm joking. Yes, of course. No, she
This was
does.
them at
I just
the
like hearing
death
her shit.
story or that
But
was too-
but she gained that knowledge through her own like
Yeah.
methods, her own process, and then you have to build those processes to like gain that knowledge yourself. It's huge.
Yes.
Huge.
No, a lot of it you do have to do yourself. Like, no, it doesn't
So
matter
whenever
how
I-
many YouTube videos you watch.
Nope.
It does not replace doing the work yourself.
Correct. Whenever I find like a random obscure brand from the 40s, I tag Nicole State too. I'm like, have you seen this brand? Just because I don't think
My
she
God, I
has.
hate this guy.
You gotta challenge. You gotta challenge it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to screen sharing and show some other dumb stuff while you
Go
list
for it.
crap.
Yeah, I'm just cross-posting stuff to Etsy. I looked at my Etsy stats the other day, and like my most
What if-
popular thing that people are searching for is like vintage prom dresses. So I'm cross-posting all of my vintage prom dresses.
What if you could cross-post everything in one fell swoop?
I can only get so erect. Like, calm down.
No, if you use the program like
That would be
6-bit,
amazing. That would like
check it out.
change
Check
my
out
life.
6-bit. They do like a 30-day free trial. I met the guys who like started the company at the eBay Open. I haven't tried their software because I don't cross post between Amazon and eBay, and me is like a ghost town. It's not even for it's so long tail. Yeah, see, when you're humble, you know that you fail at something new every single day. If you don't fail, you'll never succeed.
I did
Just-
say Nicole
it's the
was the
truth.
smart one today
The smart one of what?
of our little chat group that we have. I said, this is why you're the smart
Shirt for-
one.
Joe, I bought this shirt.
You're breaking up. Now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, your screen
Oh.
share.
There you are.
Okay, so this is really and happy. This is the old listing style. It sucks. Bad. It's bad. Everything's bad, and I got a low price. I wonder why.
6-bit does not cross-post to Etsy right now. It says coming soon.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
They were talking about like Etsy.
It looks like it is in the works, but they don't have it yet.
I'm just saying knowledge is knowledge and knowledge is knowledge. That's all. That's allage. So I had this in the corner of my basement for like a month. And I was like, I don't know. It seems dumb. Nobody will buy it.
$45
So I
later.
listed it for $44.99 and it sold in 7 minutes.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, this is dragging me down so hard.
I guess I'll
Just
just
list
list
it
it.
for $45 because I bought it for $1.
I'll
then it
accept any
sells in
offer they send me.
Yeah, you're like, I just want this out of my way. And then it sells for full price in like 17 seconds. So that just happened. It was a good sale. It very lightweight, so it really didn't cost a lot of money to send. So this came out of that vintage Nike lot, and I think I fucked up. Because this is like the old school like Agassi, Andre Agassi stuff.
Mhm.
And it has like the sample numbers on it. And maybe I didn't. Look how silver that is.
It almost
So
looked like it was a bad picture, but now I can see that it's just
No.
that's how it looks.
Yeah, it's totally silver. And it's like blue silver on the back. So I picked some pieces that I was like, these are the shittiest pieces, and I don't care if they sell for crappy money, and I'm just gonna put them high, and maybe they'll sell at some point. Well, I posted this for like $70. It sold in like 14 seconds. And I just don't know why, Kayla. I don't
Somebody
know.
was looking for it.
But why? It's so bad.
We all have different.
Look at this piece. I mean, this is the
it's
terriblest
horrendous.
of
Don't
the
get me
terrible.
wrong.
It looks dumb.
It looks dumb. That's a dumb looking shirt.
Dumb.
That shirt you're wearing, it's dumb.
Yeah, I sold you a dumb shirt. I'm sorry.
I hope your buyer's
I
not
picked up a
watching
lot
and super
of
offended.
I picked up a lot of like 50 Raiders shirts. I don't know. Is that like? Nope. This message is held for review. Show. It holds really weird things for review. So this is kind of like a weird, like somebody could wear this as a dress, right?
Maybe.
Anyway, so these were really, really inexpensive, new with tags. I bought a new with tags Raiders lot.
Uplands.
It was so cheap. So cheap. And these they're selling now, but it took forever.
Well, it's football season now, isn't it?
Really, yeah, I don't know about sports.
I don't either.
The puppy fox logo seems to be like the thing. You know, these like metal clasps. These are they're a little. They're kind of. I can't get that into cleaning these things.
I don't.
But look, they're clean.
That's clean enough. Anybody buying something used, I don't think they're expecting it to look brand new. But I do put pictures.
Well, these are like hardcore.
I always put pictures if they're dirty because I'm afraid of somebody coming back and saying like they're dirty. Yeah, no shit.
So yeah, so I don't take any of these pictures. It's all listers taking those pictures, and I'm like, this is your goal. Your goal is to show people what's wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that protects you from anything, really. So if they don't look at the pictures, it's not really your fault, you know? I mean, anyway, so these sold for $129.99. That was a great sale.
Yeah,
my
awesome.
average price is, yeah. So when your average like selling price is like $14, you love it. You hate this though. But you know,
it adds up.
What's up?
It adds up though.
I only made, yeah. I do an average cost. So it's like if it sells for $19.99, I average that across every other item, and I'm like, you know, I made $5 on this item, but $35 on this item or whatever. So any item, even if it's like free at this point, unless I get like hundreds of free items, it costs me $14. When I talk about like listing it, sourcing it, selling it, everything, really, even if it's free, it still costs $14. So $19.99 is a sucky price point.
Yeah, I can see that.
Thanks. Makes me happy.
And for your purposes, I can see that.
So, but I bought a lot of these. 100. I bought a case of 100. So, you know, they've been really, really, really good sellers. Any Korg stuff, if you see the Korg brand and you know about it, it's really, really good. These, I really messed up. I did it. I did bad. So these came out of that vintage Nike lot. And they are really cool and really clean.
Why did you list them for $20 then?
I have no idea. I didn't put in a price, and I pushed them forward, you know. And I didn't like I really believe these are like more like $40. They're basically unworn, you know. Ugh. sad.
Don't
But
dwell.
sometimes, what?
Don't dwell.
Don't tell me what to do.
Dwell on it. Get really angry and upset.
Don't be telling me what to do. With 2 items, I think I basically made my money back from that whole. Yeah, Stephanie's Thrifty Thread says that's an awful price. Tell us why it's an awful price. Come on, come at me. Let me know.
Make
Poke
him
me.
feel really
Poke me.
bad about it. Don't hold anything back.
Yes.
Can you make him cry? If you could make him cry, that would be good.
There's
That's
only
good
like 3
television.
things that make me cry.
That
One of
would
them
be
is like
good
selling
TV.
things for the wrong price.
Me too. No, not
No,
really.
it's really not. Like every day I want to make a specific amount of money. And if I have to sell more than what I really want to do that, I will, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you have like a similar, I mean,
Yeah.
you're really about every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, I don't care. If at the end of the month I have enough money to pay my bills, I'm good.
Yeah, if I have enough money to pay for what I need to pay for and continue sourcing and
Yeah,
continue living how we're living, I'm fine. I'm comfortable. It's not so much about a dollar amount specifically to me.
I'm about growth though. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to $1 million in sales per year. That's like my real goal. In 2019, I start my journey to a $1 million sales year.
I don't
And
see why you couldn't do that.
I can.
I know.
Exactly. In order to do that, I have to deflect low offers. I have to retain amazing inventory like this and be able to get this hat is worth $50. Like people are going to offer me 35. They're going to offer me 40. They're going to
They're going to offer you
25.
10 now that you wore it on your head.
They won't know that this is the one, though. The secret is, I actually look. It's the last.
Oh, or maybe you're going to become YouTube famous and they're going to offer you more since you wore it on your head.
I mean, I'm cute and everything, but I'm not that cute.
Hey, a sale. Yay.
I've had a bad day today.
Yeah, I just took an offer on something because
When your
my
average day is
not great.
600 and you do like 150, or like, for me, I'm like, I don't care. I try to say it like, I just don't care. I'm just going to find more stuff. But I hate Amazon. I hate their business. I really just dislike their whole attitude because for me, they're just completely full of shit. But it's like when I have a slow day on eBay and I have Amazon inventory, it balances it at this point. Like it's my other stream of income.
Totally.
You know, because I have a few items listed on Etsy, but they're like you're saying, like they're really, really high end silver. They're like high end silver, Navajo silver stuff from 60s and 70s. You know, I have a very, very, very narrow reach on Etsy because nothing for me. I did an experiment where I put like 200 items on Etsy and my sell-through rate was like 0.7% or something. It's so bad. Me,
I just
Etsy
put
is
stuff up
bad.
and I just let it go. You know what I mean? Like I just
but
wait.
It takes forever. It can take 60 days to sell something that's even in high demand.
But that's why I mean, yes, it costs you 20 cents to list it, but I don't care about that personally. I'm fine with, and it's so quick to cross-post things for me. Like I just, as we've been talking, I cross-posted 6 dresses. Like in no time.
That's not a lot. You should have been able to do 60.
Well, no, I mean in the past like 5 minutes, not the whole time we've been talking.
Oh,
Not the whole
okay.
time.
I'm like,
no, since you started screen sharing again. Like what was it? Like 8 minutes ago or something?
well, I wanted everybody to see how pretty I was.
Well, you know, well, there's that. So I just cross-posted a
yeah.
bunch of stuff, and it took me no time. And even if it doesn't sell in the next, these are all prom dresses, right? These are vintage prom dresses.
Where do you get that
Oh,
shit?
the thrift store. I figured out about 3 months ago, I calculated, I haven't done it since, but in 6 months, I made about $4,000 on prom dresses.
Holy shit, dude. I need to get into prom dresses.
I sold so many prom dresses, and a lot of them sell for, I would say an average sell price is about $50. I usually sell them, I mean, they go up to as much as $70, $80, $90, depending.
So that means they go down to like 30?
Yeah, about that.
25?
I won't usually sell them for less than 30 unless there's like something wrong with it.
I mean, my average sale price is like 30. It fluctuates. In fourth quarter, it gets up to, it cusps into the 40, 45 region, but it drops down to like April, May, it'll drop down to like 36, 35, 36, and it starts rising back up, 40, 41, and then, up to 45. But for me, if I'm selling 20 items, 25 items a day in Q4, we're in Q4 now, and I mean, this has been the weirdest start of the fourth quarter for me, because like I can usually kind of gauge things, but it's been really weird. It has been really, really weird. So I really like to have an idea of what my sell-through rate is, and it's been really difficult. I have 95,000 in inventory on eBay right now.
What? Do you have multiple eBay accounts or just the one?
Multiple. Yeah. I mean, they're all linked.
Yeah.
But I have some specialty accounts. Like, I don't sell any art or sculptures. Like, I do that through another account, and there's certain types of electronics I do through another account. And there's some low volume stuff that I do, and I do some experimentation with some other things. Like, I did a lot of drop shipping way back in the day with eBay, and I did huge volume, but it was like, and like, you were like, wow, I made this amount of money, but all of these problems happen, Like, I don't like problems. I like to avoid problems.
I don't have a ton of hard goods to sell this year, so I don't know how Q4 is going to, I do have some, but I don't have them listed. So I don't really know how Q4 is going to go for me.
I usually do 100% better than I would do on the slower months in Q4.
Yeah.
But for me, the like October, November, December is Q4, but November and December are where it can go crazy.
Yeah, it kicks up for sure.
Last year, I stacked Amazon hard to see what it did, turn rates were, and like I destroyed December, but January was like, it was rough because the returns from Amazon started coming in, and it's like people just return stuff for no fucking reason. It's like I need the buyer, like I'm willing to give the buyer a price that they commit to and keep the item. Like you were talking about, like being that fucking aggravated and being like, no, you bought it, it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
It only goes so far, especially in certain categories.
Absolutely. But I try. I try to make it stick as much as I can. But of course, I'm not really
Nicole
doing
State
Amazon.
says she's Nicole State says she dates place. I don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure it's Nicole. But she says she can't wait to flip the Christmas stuff. I want to know how I can flip Christmas stuff.
We are going on a huge Black Friday Thriftsgiving extravaganza this year.
Who?
Me and Nicole.
Where?
She's coming up here for Thanksgiving, and then Friday, we did this last year. Friday morning, we get up stupid early, and we drive to all the awesome Goodwills in the area because they all do 50% off, and we annihilate them.
I'm sure, like, you're a destructive combo.
It's great because we walk in the door and we just like but we part ways and we meet up at the end when we're done and we go through our stuff.
Like when I'm sourcing, I don't have I don't really have friends. That's why I'm on YouTube. But
well, that's why like it's really nice to go and like just we go separate ways. There's no fighting.
Yeah.
There's no, and last year there were plenty.
I'm not going
to
fight anybody over anything.
No, and there was plenty of things last year that she gave to me or I gave to her as we were sorting because she does better with this kind of thing, or she finds a vintage thing and she gives it to me. Like, if you are chill about it, there's plenty of ways to go sourcing with friends and not have it ruin your friendship. Especially when you realize it's not that big of a deal. Like,
no.
It's not like we found something that's worth $1 million and is going to change our lives, right? Like
$1 million wouldn't change my life.
It would change my life a bit.
It really wouldn't. It wouldn't change my life at all.
Well, you're a billionaire, so $1 million is just not a big deal to you.
Not a billionaire, but $1 million still wouldn't change my life.
$1 million would pay off our house.
And you would still be doing what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, but we would have so much more money every day. We wouldn't be paying to mortgage or our car.
You would leverage that money to build your business, which means you'd be probably working harder. So it wouldn't really change your life.
I don't know.
It wouldn't. $1 billion, $10 million would change your life.
$1 million would change my life, for sure. It wouldn't make it so like I was a different person.
Like you're a hustler, and it would just make you work harder.
But it would
have the capital to like make bigger deals. You would go after bigger deals.
Yes, I would work differently.
Exactly, but it wouldn't change your life today. It might change your life in 5 years when you were realizing the appreciation of putting that in. But like,
well, if you mean change your life in terms of like I wouldn't work anymore. I don't know what that dollar amount is that I would stop working. Like, I love
maybe you could go on more vacations, but does that really change your life? No, it doesn't, because like you love what you do and you're gonna do it and you're gonna drive.
But
like,
I could do it way differently.
You had $1 million to drive to the next level. Would you drive to the next level, or would you use that $1 million to just do what the fuck you wanted?
Both.
What if you couldn't choose?
But I can.
But you could choose after. If you drove your business, you could choose after. You know?
Yeah. But because you can still choose
what drives all of your production. You know?
I would love if I got $1 million. I mean, obviously we'd like pay off the house and the cars and whatever bills we have, pay those off and get them out of our way. And,
I don't have any bills, so I guess that's why it wouldn't change.
Well, I mean, we have a mortgage and we have a car payment. Like, that's. I mean, I don't have any like
properties, but they're paid for, so it's different. I mean, we rent the place we live in. It's only because it's a significant value.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't, we wouldn't do that. But it is, and it doesn't like damage our portfolio. So. And it gives us the ability to like figure out what we're gonna do. So it's very easy.
I think $1 million would just put me where I want to be faster. I think I'm gonna get there regardless. But it would just. Well, I mean, I would get to skip some of.
You're not getting that $1 million for free. I'm saying like you did something that got you like that $1 million started from you finding something that was. Had a market cap so that you made that $1 million. So in effect, you had to understand that market gap first, understand that product, and you swooped on it because you were there. So
Well, of course, I'm not
you
saying I
just-
found like
no
$1
one
million
gave
in a
you that
stock
$1 million.
somewhere. Yeah.
You got that appreciation because you understood that market gap that existed.
Well, that's why any of
That's
us make the
hugely
money that we
different.
make right now. That's the only reason that any of us are successful. It's not like we're money finders for a living. We don't find money in boxes for a living. Like, no, we find items that we understand
actually.
the worth
That's
of.
what we do.
Well, we find items that
So-
we know the worth
so,
of because we
I'm going to
work
say it
hard.
again, like time plus cash flow equals appreciation. We just need a little bit of time, and those boxes of money, those boxes of shit turn into money.
But we need the knowledge too, because think of how many people don't do
Yeah.
what we do. And that knowledge is super valuable.
I know, but
And doesn't come from nowhere.
along with that knowledge comes
Oh, really?
work, and most people are afraid of work
Mhm.
and that weird beverage you're drinking.
It's like my favorite color too.
It's like my favorite. I thought your favorite color was your hair.
No, teal is my favorite color actually.
Teal. Are you familiar with the duck?
The what?
The teal.
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, I'm screen sharing. Hold on. I'm gonna blow your mind with ducks.
I'm gonna blow your mind with ducks. There's the title for the show.
I do it in a way.
Gonna blow your mind with ducks.
I love ducks. I love aquatic creatures.
You like ducks and mushrooms?
I do love mushrooms.
I'm a fan of eating mushrooms.
Well, I don't know if we'll have fresh
That's the prettiest
mushrooms
duck
or
I've ever seen. That's a very cute
That's
duck.
a green wing teal. It has this beautiful, like, brownish head and these iridescent accents.
I like his little
There are
green
a
wing.
couple of different types of teals.
Oh, they're
This is
cute.
better. Yeah, teals are amazing.
Where can you
This is a
find them?
teal.
Where are these ducks
Huh?
located?
Seattle.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I need
There's
to go
two-
duck watching.
Duck
Duck
watching.
Is duck watching a thing? You
Yeah,
can go
it
bird
is.
watching. Can you go duck watching?
There's another type of teal. Yeah, here. So you have the green teal, and then look at the colors here.
They're super cute.
Look at the iridescence of that.
That
That's a
bird's
deep-
fancy.
that's even
That
though
bird
it's
is
a-
fancy as fuck.
That's a fancy teal. So
I
those
do
are
like
teal.
ducks. We like to go to the little pond in our neighborhood and feed the ducks.
I like the word teal.
I also like the word duck.
I like the word. So this is a duck, not a teal.
This is a duck.
This is a duck. Let's get.
Let's play a game. Is it a duck or not a duck? That's a duck. I'm gonna go with a duck.
Can I zoom in more on this? I'm a duck. Look, it's drooling.
I
Look,
don't think
this
that's
is
drool.
duck drool.
I think it's water.
It's drool with two D's. Duck drool. Look at that.
And this is when everyone leaves the channel.
And it was all yellow.
This is when everyone is like, all right, that's enough of that.
I mean, there's been a lot of people in this video, like 100.
At least.
Seriously, it's weird. It's getting weird.
Let's get into that reseller late night where we talk about ducks. Chat goes silent.
But
They're
there's
like,
two
yeah.
conversations that we could have. We could talk about cheddar, cheese. We could talk
Nicole
about
says-
ducks.
Nicole says Joe just showed up and was like, what the fuck are you watching? Duck chat. Joe, do you have anything to add to duck chat? Humble brag says,
We
what is happening?
We started our own YouTube Duck channel.
Once we're at the boss,
We should
we'll
start a
need
duck
summon
channel.
before I go back and
I mean,
get
how much content
more.
do we have, though? I mean, I think we pretty
Every
much
day
just
we
blew
talk
our
for an
wad
hour
on
about a
duck
separate
chat.
type of duck.
I mean, I guess there
This-
are a lot of ducks.
This is a widgeon.
No,
Heard of
I
a
don't
widgeon?
farm AP.
I haven't. Are you going to show me? Is that
Yes.
a real thing?
Okay, let's talk about widgeons. We're getting into widgeons.
Is that like a pigeon?
No, it's like a widgeon.
Oh, it's another cute duck.
So, I'm a biologist.
I mean, it looks
Oh,
very
wow.
similar to the other duck, if I can just be honest.
I'm just gonna show everybody what a widgeon looks
Really
like
awesome.
by screen sharing.
His head looks kind of
Widgeon.
funny, though.
So this is a widgeon. Let's invite everybody in. I wasn't making that up. It's got like a nice blue beak and this weird modelly thing. This is a widgeon.
Where can I find one?
We can talk about lots of different types of ducks if everybody wants.
I just want to know where. I want to go. I want to go.
You want to learn about widgeons?
Duck watching.
When you come, the Western Flyway is an amazing flyway. We have geese, ducks, cormorants.
Oh, I'm a fan of the cormorant.
We have cormorants.
Paisley said, "Nice beak."
That was pretty good.
I am a fan of the cormorant. That's a pretty cool bird.
She's actually trying to get work done, and I'm just distracting her right now.
Oh, work has gone long out the window at this point. Tomorrow's a new day.
I just want to know what I think I can sell these for. These Team Nike hats. They flip up. And they're so
$50
sick.
each.
Look, come on.
$50.
These are sick. Come on.
I mean, if you like that sort of thing.
I mean, we can't all sell bras that look like bullets or whatever. I mean,
You wish.
we can't realize the appreciation that you can, but we can try.
We can't all be me.
We can't all be you.
Thank God for small
I
favors.
forget. Can we reset this boss or?
Mother's mustache is like, I shouldn't even be awake at 2:45. Somehow this is engaging enough for somebody to be awake at 2:45.
Trending on eBay
Well, it's gonna
Right
drive
now.
to us.
is cat
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah?
That's like number one. Number one is a cat costume.
Oh,
But the biggest problem about eBay trending is it's cheap.
Oh yeah.
I don't like cheap.
Inflatable dinosaur costume.
Yes.
Sign me up. I want
I
one
like
of those.
this. I like 1 pound railroad. It looks like somebody shot it, maybe. It's like a weird indentation.
Ooh, you should put it.
It's so heavy.
You should make up a story about it.
How
that
do
it
you
got
hold your
caught.
pants up with something that weighs a pound? Oh, you want me to tell a story?
Oh, 1 second. And yes. So I just looked at the trending on eBay, and cat costume is not like a person with a cat costume. It's costumes for your cat.
Oh my god. So that makes it way dumber.
QWERTY would have none of that, by the way.
I would like to put your cat. I would like to make your cat Han Solo.
I think
Your
my
cat-
cat needs a costume, but it's a costume of
Let's
a
lock
cat.
your cat into carbonite.
My cat needs a costume that is just a cat, but with fur.
Because your cat doesn't have fur.
I know, so it just needs a regular cat
Oh
costume.
my
I don't think they make those.
I don't.
So anyway, you were going to tell a story.
There's lots of stories I can tell. We had tornadoes in Portland yesterday. So,
What?
and not Portland, like outside of Portland, like in Meth. What did I call Bethlehem? Like Kaiser and those kind of areas. They're a little bit methy. So There's this weird thing about tornadoes and trailer parks, right? They always like do the trailer park thing. They always like.
Yeah, that's something wrong.
Is it that they destroy them, or like they're attracted to them?
Tornadoes are attracted to trailers.
No, but you always see like when a tornado hits something, it's like a trailer park, right?
I mean, I think it's because they're like not as
They're not
secure.
structurally sound.
I would assume. I don't think tornadoes like have a hard on for trailer parks particularly.
And then
You have a hard on for trailer parks?
No, but I'm not a tornado, so
I think that you are.
I think that I am also.
okay. Then I have to eat.
So when I was like, I don't know where we're going with this.
I don't know.
When I
What
was,
about
like,
trailer parks?
When I was 15, it was a Thanksgiving break for the high school I was in, and my brother was there for that. Like, it was the high school I went to was like 8th grade to 12th grade. It was like a private high school. We had off. It was Thanksgiving. We were home. My parents were at work, and I hear this noise, and it sounds like a siren, like out of the blue, like this crazy high-pitched sound. I walk outside, and I'm like, what the fuck is that sound? And I'm looking up, and there's a fucking tornado above me. Like, I can see it in the distance. And the air around me is white. It's just like moving. And the air, like, what it does something to the humidity in the air, and it turns like white, you know? So like it starts like it's like moving past me, and my brother's like in the house, you know, the door's open, and I'm like, get in a doorway, run, like there's no place to go. I don't know where to go. So like we're standing in the doorway in my house, and this tornado passes over our house. This is in like St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana, and it cuts it. Somehow we got like very lucky. The tornado was like above the ground about 20 feet, and it just chops all the tops of the trees off for like a mile. It's off the ground, you know? So like you could hear it, the sound, like it's whistling. And it's vibrating everything. So like the trees are vibrating. So it's causing the sound of the vibration of everything. So imagine like a 30, 40, 50 foot tree vibrating. And we're standing there like, and we're watching out of the window of the bathroom of my house, and the tops of the trees are just like breaking off.
Were you in a trailer park?
No.
So how did it find you?
That's why we survived.
It decided to spare you?
It didn't touch down because we weren't in a trailer park.
It was like, nah, pass. Hard pass.
Yeah. Yeah, these were like high-tech homes.
No interest. You're going to put up too much of a fight in your real house.
Your real house isn't worth destroying. Very strange.
I've never been in a tornado, thankfully.
Have you said that before?
White wind and like so imagine if like you took a piece of like plastic and blew on it, you know, like when you stretch a piece of plastic or a piece of grass and you blow hard and like it makes that sound. Well, imagine that sound is like you're surrounded by it. It's like it makes this like it buzzes. It makes like this crazy siren sound.
That's creepy.
Yeah. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Like I thought I didn't know, but then like this weird instinct like drove me. I was like, I think this is a tornado. Run. Like, and then I was like, you can't run.
You can't? Where are you running?
You know, like you can't run anywhere.
No.
So this tornado, like it hopscotched. So like what happened is, and there were several. It wasn't just this one. It was multiple like tornadoes in the area, and they would run along the ground and then jump up and come off the ground. And they would like people's cars got like thrown a mile. You know, like it was really, really crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like hurricane central, and when you have hurricanes, you have like tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. But this wasn't like a hurricane event. It was just like tornadoes.
I've been in some small hurricanes when I lived in New Jersey, but nothing like devastating, really.
Yeah, when Katrina hit, I'm from New Orleans originally. When Katrina hit, I was in Portland, so but I went back to like help out, and it was like crazy. So in the county that I'm from, they say there's like 40 million trees in that county, and 14 million got knocked down.
Wow.
So like that's almost 50%. It's like 40%. So it was like all dark, and then all of a sudden it was all light. You know?
That's
Crazy.
awful.
Like the property damage was like huge.
Yep.
Paisley
I got
Bradley's
the
in
first
Mississippi, so she experienced. I didn't experience Katrina. I just went down to help with like cleanups and like that kind of stuff. But it was impossible. I couldn't get back into town to help anybody.
Humble
And
brag
then-
wants us to go back to talking about ducks.
I'm scared. Can we talk about ducks? I love ducks. I love nature. It's mushroom season.
You got this one, Dad? Okay.
I haven't been very successful this season. I will post pictures on Instagram. If you're not a subscriber of mine on Instagram, I don't know how you subscribe to this channel. Mother's Mustache was my first subscriber. When I
She's the best, by the way. She's legit the best.
Well, like, I don't really care about subscribers. I more care about having fun.
Mother's Mustache is fun. She's sweet. She's always in our chats and stuff, and she's a real legit person. Like, I like her.
So when you do your show,
Mm-hmm.
remind me when your show is, because I'd love to watch it, but usually I'm like outsourcing when you do your show.
Yeah, it's Tuesday mornings at 9:30.
That's not a bad time for me. Like Tuesdays are usually a day that I'm not sourcing, so
Tuesdays are kind of a down day for me and Crystal too, which is why we picked it. Because Mondays you usually have crazy shipping from the weekend.
Yeah,
so Tuesday you're kind of getting back to like a normal routine. So that's why we picked Tuesdays.
How long have you guys been doing that show?
Almost a year now.
Wow.
I think it's a year in November.
And you get good, like, it's a good vibe?
Yeah, and we do it because we like it, and that's it. We haven't even made enough to like cash out a check on AdSense, but we don't care. Like, when we do finally make enough to cash out on it, we're going to split it and like get some Starbucks. That's like the extent of it. We're not trying to make money or push a certain thing. Like, we really love the people that watch our show, and we love talking to them and helping them, and they help us, and we love the interaction. It's a lot like this where we kind of bullshit about whatever. We don't have strict, like, we have to talk about XYZ. And a couple people have said to us, like, you really should do this, or you should really do that. And we go, no, we don't want to do. Like, we run the show the way we like because we enjoy it. And the minute we don't enjoy it, we're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and there are a lot of people that do make good money on YouTube, and good for them. I think it's great if you can do that and you want to do that. But for us, we like having a chance for she and I to connect during the week and talk about sales and talk about, fun topics and communicate with people that are our guests on the show or in the chat room. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I started doing YouTube to like create connect with stories and like have the guests come on and like have an open forum after. Because I think like a story just one story tells so much about you, and then having an open forum where you can like discuss not just your story but anything else is like really valuable. Like for me, stories, like the world is made of stories, you know? It's like the history is stories, everything is stories.
I think it helps humanize people in our industry. I think a lot of times resellers are looked at as numbers. And when you look at someone, you say, like, that person does this amount, and this person sells this amount, and this person is worth this amount. And I think by just chatting one-on-one and really being humans with other people, it really makes you look at people differently.
Exactly.
And I think in our community, the people who make this much are looked at differently than the people who make this much. And I think that's really shitty and unfair. And I feel like there are plenty of people who make very little in the business but still have a lot to offer.
And I think there's like a lot of people who make a ridiculous amount and will never like come forward because they're just so comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's just really hard for me to like sit in my basement all day and not connect, you know?
That is the rub in this business.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing to work for yourself, and it's great to work at home, and you do get to be with your family, which is nice, but you do miss out on that connection with friends and other resellers. And I think when you find a community where you can connect like this, like on YouTube or, you know, in some of the Facebook groups or on the Instagram groups, I think it makes this job so much more fun, so much easier. It makes it easier for you to make money because you feel motivated and you have a competition.
Also, you're learning. If you're not learning in this business, you're not evolving, and like you can't pivot without information.
And I think you get a little sense of friendly competition, which I think is healthy.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I make fun of Jacob because he buys the garbage that's behind me.
And he still makes a good living.
Dude, he probably makes more money than me. Seriously, he probably does. Like, he's the type of guy who just does so well, and like no one knows it, you know, because like he's just like destroying what's happening. Like when the way we met is, well, we cross paths, but like I don't. It's not that I'm shy, obviously, but like I don't like to get in other people's way. So we actually met him at a sale in like a kind of like high-end neighborhood. There was all these bike parks, and he just like went in and started like furiously, like he was like Wile E. Coyote. This was like a year ago, last summer, and I was like, I'm just not gonna get in this guy's way. Like I could make money on this stuff, but like. He just seems so into it. Like, I'm not going to fuck with him.
Well, I think that you also never know which people in the industry want to be made friends with and which want nothing to do with you. So it's hard when you see people out and about.
I don't care if anybody doesn't want to have anything to do with me. They will.
Whether you like it or not.
No, it's true.
Obviously.
I'm very persistent. I'm charming as well, if you haven't noticed.
And humble.
Yeah. I mean, most people say that my humbleness is like my best
and you would have to agree.
No, I would like beyond agreement, I would say that like that's my best feature.
I don't know. I think your extensive duck knowledge might be your best feature. And then maybe your humbleness.
I'm on a duck.
I think I need a pet duck now. I'm sure Cordy would love that. Paisley says, it seems like there aren't many resellers in my area, and when I see someone, I try to chat them up. How does that? I wonder how that goes for you, because it seems to me there's a lot of resellers in my area, and they all very much keep their head down, and like they're in their thing, and they don't want to be bothered or talked to. Or I'm always the one that loves to talk. Duh. So whenever someone tries to strike up a conversation,
that's why you like this forum, because no one says anything about your talking here.
You can't stop me.
Like We encourage your talking on this forum.
So I like to chat people up when I meet them in person, but
Oh,
but I know not everyone's like that. And I said before, some people like to be real stop, real introverts in this business.
You said no one could get you.
She says it's fucking awkward. I'm weird in public. I keep my head down, but I get lonely, so I try to make friends. I just imagine you going through the whole store, like not looking up, and then suddenly you're like,
I think the
"Hi."
average reseller is somebody who thinks that like their information is somehow valuable and like somebody doesn't know it. It's like,
and that it's like a big secret.
Exactly. There's no secrets. It's all on the internet, I promise. Like it's all been published. If somebody hasn't seen it, it's because they haven't tried.
They haven't looked.
It's all out there. Like new old stock software from the 90s and 80s, like everyone knows that that's valuable. The reason they don't buy it is because they don't want to.
Yeah.
Like I want to. I can wait to find the person to sell it. And like I've walked into so many sales where there's like Jams World women's dresses and I don't buy them. And that's dumb.
And I'm an idiot. I just feel like you can't be everywhere at once. So who cares if someone else grabs a thing from a different store? Like, you weren't there. You didn't get to grab it. That happened. Like, how many stores can you possibly hit in a day?
Yeah, like I am omniscient. I can be everywhere. I am.
Like, believe me, I follow a lot of local resellers on Instagram, and sometimes I see you have to.
I don't believe you.
I see them post like, look at this amazing thing that I found. And of course there's a part of me that's like, damn, that could have been me. But no, it couldn't have been me because I was doing something else. So today,
you were buying fleshlights from China, so you're like,
no, truck nuts. Truck nuts. I'm
no one will ever believe that story
because
but it's really
almost Christmas.
True.
And do you know what people love to get for Christmas? Truck nuts.
Dude, imagine if we could do like custom Christmas tree, like frosted. So it's like a green Christmas tree, like frosting on the truck nuts for prizes at the party.
Make it happen.
Although
I don't think everyone would want truck nuts. I mean, hold on to your horses here because not everyone wants truck nuts.
God damn it. What about, like, you could either choose between waffles or truck nuts?
How is that even a question? Truck nuts.
Exactly, but you're saying, like, if people don't want truck nuts, they can have waffles.
Oh, Paisley said tree nuts. We could call them tree nuts and make them a little ornament you can hang on your tree. I'm for this. I have some fucked up stuff in my house, and I would love some testicle ornaments. Not ornaments for testicles.
No, that really hurt. I thought about that for a second, and I was like, I don't want hooks in the. And it's not my fault. I don't know, but you could use Christmas themed truck nuts as ornaments.
Holiday. Can we keep it generic, please? What if we want like Hanukkah themed truck nuts? We need to be all inclusive. You're really gotta look at the big picture.
So do we have to have a Ramadan truck nuts?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Festivus.
Mela Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a very truck nut. Christmas thing.
You tried.
Done-ish thing.
That does sound. You know what? I bet you if I went to Etsy and I searched
Custom truck nuts.
Testicle ornament. Oh
Can you
my
screen share? Screen share. Screen share.
God.
Screen share.
Okay,
Screen
let's
share.
see if I can screen share. I have 2 monitors. I don't know which one it's going to screen share.
I don't care. As long as
Okay,
you don't have-
let's see if I can do it. Do I have to close all my porn first, or?
No.
Oh, it lets me choose. Oh, that's good. It says I'm screen sharing. Is it working?
Yes.
Well, here you go. Is it working? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So we have hairy ones, which is good. We have red decorative glitter balls, and then we have flesh-toned glittery balls. I feel like that price is a little steep, though. You're muted. Oh, you're muted because you're laughing so hard. I see. I was like, why did it get really quiet all of a sudden? So I just want to know, what hair did they use to make this?
Cashmere.
I mean, is this a buy them for your aunt or throw them at your neighbor? I legit
This is
want
the
one.
type of content that drives your YouTube channel to spectator status.
So where did they get the hair, though? Like, is that human hair? Is that cat hair?
Maybe
It
they
says-
just threw it out in the yard.
It says not for outdoor use. Who? What does that even mean?
So they converted truck nuts into ornaments here. By the
I
way.
am so glad that this exists, by the way. Like, this makes me so happy.
I'm posting this on Instagram. You know that, right?
Everyone needs a good set of balls. The end. Very sturdy, but light set of balls, not for outdoor use.
This is live, you know, and I
I'm
am public.
so glad.
I'm
Yeah, your
publishing.
favorite greeting card artist also sculpts. Every Christmas tree needs balls. I'm just kind of sad that there's only one person that makes these, because I feel like there's not very much competition. I mean, we already know that there's penis ornaments, right? Like,
Let's go. Let's do it. Show us.
some of these are a little boring, or not very well. Like, this is not very well made. This is not. Nobody wants that.
The weird
know,
third eye, the third eye wiener is weird.
Where's the expensive ones? Oh boy. Well, these are bronze. Those are not like. I think I need to add like Christmas to that. I'm not sure what this is a shaved nutsack, apparently. I'm not so sure. It doesn't look that great. I'm not really, these are all pretty sad.
Nutsack.
These are pretty sad, to be honest with you. I feel like we could do better as a society.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, these little crocheted ones, not impressed.
Can't figure out how to get the screen smaller right now, and it's really bothering me.
Like, what the fuck? This is terrible. This does not look like a nutsack. How are you possibly charging $35 for this?
I'm gonna barrage Instagram tomorrow with these
Oh
clothes.
God!
I'm just letting you know.
Look
Just
at that.
You know. That is gross.
That is the grossest thing I have ever seen in my life.
It's like it's under the mistletoe too.
So
like,
you're supposed
to
kiss them.
Yeah, the doughy nuts.
Their store is called Nutsack. Oh, they sell like sacks. A bag of dicks. There's a few people I'd like to send a bag of dicks to. Multicultural dicks. Dicks of all shapes and sizes. Well, you know, I really feel like we hit gold with the first set of testicle ornaments. These are just beautiful. The name is Glenn Illustrates 2. That's the shop name you guys were asking. And he also draws cards and artwork. Oh. Ever wonder where jelly beans come from? So, this is the internet that you asked for, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I left for a second. I had to go to chocolate because there was just too many dicks.
You needed something in your mouth to fill that empty space?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm really glad that there's 8 people watching this right now, and they all got to see those testicle ornaments that exist in the world.
Well,
I mean, they're pretty well done.
Wait, hold on. Let me plug this. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what like normal viewerships are, but for me, like 8 viewers is huge.
I mean, usually me and Crystal's little show have like 30 to 50. But I'm glad that 30 to 50 people did not just see us discuss testicle ornaments.
I wasn't discussing testicle ornaments. It was mostly you.
It was pretty much just me.
Yeah. But I provided the forum for you to do that.
Well, you know what? Thank you, and you're welcome.
And I'm really proud of you.
I'm really proud of me too.
I really see some growth in you that's really, really, really shocking. Amazing.
Testicle growth. First ducks.
So your other show is too politically correct, and this show is about like free expression.
No, our other show is nasty.
Is it nasty?
Oh my god, me and Crystal are nasty.
Okay.
We're raunchy. This is nothing. Are you kidding me?
Nasty.
Truck nuts are like 0. We're usually at like a 10.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not trying to. I don't know.
No, we
I just don't
are
know.
No holds barred. We had a show a few months ago. We had a show a few months ago about nasty stuff that people sell on eBay, and someone said that they have sold their toenail clippings to fetishists on eBay. And
I would do that.
Humble Brag said, ASMR again. I feel so calm after Kayla described the tree nuts to us.
Yeah. I can't figure out how to get this, like, the hangout to, like, get smaller.
Think about your grandma. That'll probably help. Is your wife telling you to keep it down?
No. But we are going to end this now.
You got in trouble.
No.
Talking about tree nuts.
Yeah. No, it's good. We have very good content. I'm just trying to figure out how to get back here. Very good. This is a very good show.
Yeah. Thank you to the 8 people who are pity watching this right now. We appreciate the pity view.
That's not true.
Hi, husband.